This is the D6 generation.
Dice are our vice.
Creating not too horrible content since 2008.
Are you crazy? That's like 400 hours of gamer nonsense.
Oh, I think we're well past that. This episode, more Dungeons & Dragons live play. The Sands of Khassan.
All right, we are back in Khassan, the city of Khassan, in the kingdom of Khassan. So in a session recap from last week, with Tazem dead, Nam and Azrael began harvesting the fallen worm, an arduous but rewarding task. Drell rested, the battle having taken its toll. Cal searched the cavern, discovering a few magic baubles, and Aurelius investigated the way window. Saucil Bladesinger was able to determine the window was actually connected to the Fellfrost, an elemental border plane, and it could be used to communicate or divine through. With everyone busy, time marched on, and soon your cold resistance dissipated. It quickly became evident the timing was unfortunate as the way window's runes came to life and it opened, having been activated from the other side. Aurelius found himself staring into the Fellfrost and at Frembor Exuma, the eternal winter and mother of the white worms. She wasn't shy about expressing her anger over the slaying of one of her offspring and prepared to breathe frozen death upon the slayers. Following Aurelius' advice, you destroyed most of the ruins, forming the window's circle and significantly reduced the cold energy that passed through it. With the enraged mother incident behind you, you were able to collect Tazem's frozen hoard, and with only one minor snafu, apparently the ice was unable to hold the weight of Oryx's conjured adamantite tower, and you were all forced to sleep in a cramped quarters of the only remaining dry room. It wasn't long after you returned to Indrizzles and Khassan that Salusa paid a visit. She came to partake of your food and wine, but more importantly, to inform you Filigir had located the Maelstrom stronghold. You later met with the Durgar at the Stout Brewery and determined to act on this new information sooner than later, but not until Nam and Cal could spend a day scouting it out. It is now before noontime on the 23rd of flock time in the 157th year of Emperor Edict's reign. Cal and Nam are currently scouting out the wharfside warehouse indicated as.
I'm scouting slightly worse.
Yes, the warehouse indicated as Yurnev's stronghold. Drell is studying the manual of gainful exercise in your suite's courtyard at the Golden Camel. Aurelius and Azrael have just received information regarding the whereabouts of the potentially traitorous Ajar and have just left to deal with him. And that is where we are when we start today's session. And actually what's happened, so you should, let me move you guys to your suite at the Golden Camel, because that's where our adventure today starts.
Or as I like to call it, the Chez Camel.
You can call it whatever you like. So you are at the Golden Camel, and Cal and Nam, you technically are not here, but I left your guys on the map so you can see where you are. And what's going on is in the courtyard, Azrael and where did
it's underneath my token.
Where'd you go? In the courtyard, Azrael and Aurelius had just unfortunately threw me off because Aurelius has done something with his token and no longer exists.
It's underneath the door.
Okay. Aurelius and Azrael came back up and came back into the courtyard with Ajar with them. Ajar is this, most of you will remember Ajar. The only person that wouldn't remember Ajar is Drell, who is in the courtyard working out with his nose in a book and doesn't seem to pay any attention to the arrival of Azrael and Aurelius and this Ajar. So Ajar is I'll pop a picture up for a little reminder for you guys, and I'll give a little description. But Ajar is a kind of like roguey scoundrel type that was hired by Filigir to, when you guys originally reached Khassan, to help you guys pass through the aqueducts to arrive at the Stout Brewery undetected by the watchful eyes of the Sultan's people. But unfortunately, that didn't work out. as Ajar, so I'll share this picture with you guys. So as Ajar did not arrive at the tavern, and when you guys arrived there, shortly after you were there for a little while, a Jinn wielder showed up and attacked you. And there was a couple comments about, what happened to Ajar. But later, Ajar was hired by Aurelius to spy on Nadim, who is a advisor to the Sultan and has offered you money to vacate the city. And so Ajar took on the position and was doing his job, but there was some other information that came out through different people that were hired. And so Ajar, there was questions on whether Ajar was involved in the helping the Jinn wielder find you or not.
The Jinn incident.
Yeah, let's call it the Jinn incident. I like that. So Ajar we're going to fast forward a little bit because none of you are here except for this. And then we did this outside of the campaign. So what's currently going on and what Drell is, I have done some rolls for Drell because Craig isn't here yet, although he's showing up quickly. I think he's on the roll 20. But Drell is working on different exercises that he has discovered in this book and is knee deep into his, because we're talking, it's about noontime now. And so he's about 4 hours into his 8 hours worth of exercise, and he's all sweaty and working out in the courtyard. And he seems to not notice the conversation, which gets a little heated and then goes into what we call the alpaca room, which is one of the entry areas in the map here. Has a lush rug that has a woven alpaca in the carpet design. So that's why we call it the alpaca room. It's there's two waiting rooms to enter in this suite if you want people coming to visit you to wait in those plush waiting rooms. But anyway, there was one thing that might have caught Drell's eye is there was a flash of radiant energy, a moonlight that Azrael expressed, which you've all seen at one point or another, calling on the power of the moon goddess. And then everything went quiet. Both Azrael and Aurelius seemed to join, apparently Ajar, in the alpaca room. And they have come out of the alpaca room, and Ajar is no longer with them, and they have returned to the courtyard. So the only thing is Craig with us yet?
Yep.
Yes, Craig is
Okay.
with you.
So Craig, I pre-rolled for Drell for you, just perception and insight, and I don't know if you would have acted. There was you are very involved, so you did it with disadvantage. But basically, and those aren't two of your higher abilities. And even if we used your passive ones, you probably wouldn't have noticed. But there was a conversation at the doorway over here on the map, right when we first come in the courtyard. And Azrael and Aurelius were speaking with this pitcher that's up here, this gentleman Ajar, who you don't really know. You've just heard his name. You might have you were out and about doing your desert ritual when he came calling the last time he came calling. So you've actually never met him at all. So there was a strange individual. The conversation got a little bit loud. There may or may not been some extracurricular activity because you were distracted, but now it seems to have gone away, and Ajar is no longer with the two of them, and they have returned to the courtyard. So that settles that. So Nam and Cal are still scouting out, which we did in our last session. And what I'm going to do is, instead of drawing it out and having you, I'm going to put all of you on the map when we get to that point, which was supposed to be later this evening on this same day. And then you can pick your entry point and how you want to go. So basically, you guys are going to stay till 8 o'clock, I assume, to watch the shift change as you did with the other warehouses.
Yes.
And one of the things you notice is the city guard do change. But one of the things you did notice all day, there's no workers at this warehouse. Like when you watch the other warehouses, there were all kinds of activity out, especially during the daytime. There was all kinds of activity with people coming and going, moving product and goods. This one is shut up pretty tight. And the only light as it gets darker in the place is there's a couple lanterns inside and a couple lanterns there's an exterior wall in that exterior tower. and there's a couple lanterns near where some of the guards patrol. But that's it. There's the presence of these guards, as I mentioned last time, don't wear any insignias, but you guys were able, with your insight rolls and such, to realize that they're actually they look like they're City Watch. So they're the Sultan's men, or the City Watch of Khassan. They're standing army, basically, that does their City Watch, but they're dressed in more plain clothes and not the colors of the Sultan, which is a little bit weird because if they were wearing their Sultan's clothing, it actually provides more protection for Maelstrom, because people are less likely to mess with them, especially like, common thieves and such, because, they don't want to get the Sultan's ire at the same time as getting Maelstrom's ire. But in this case, they're not dressed like that. They do a shift change around 8 o'clock, and they seem to patrol in the same way. So I believe there was like 6 or 7 of them around there. We'll see it again when we get to that point. But you guys have the exact number. I think it was 6. But and you had counted out some wererats, which interestingly, because you could see them through the windows of the various towers and the warehouse itself, and they were all in wererat form, not in human form, which was different. When you scouted out the other warehouses too, they were all in human form until they changed when you guys actually raided the warehouses. So that's everything you gained from that. We're going to fast forward to you returning to the Golden Camel, unless somebody, because Drell's pretty much tied up. Drell's tied up till like 4 o'clock-ish. Azrael and Aurelius, were you going to do anything else for the second half of your day?
I'm gonna tell you, unless Az wants to do something exciting, we've kind of accomplished what we needed to do until the party arrives. So we're gonna eat, and I'm also going to make sure that what's the girl's name that takes care of us?
El Hess.
El Hess. El Hess gets a little extra gold, so she gets 5 gold. And I apologize for anything that might have affected
any inconvenience.
Any inconvenience, but thank you for introducing. Make sure Ajar was here.
She says, I had no issues with anything that went on today, but I appreciate it. I will spread this coin amongst your help so that they will continue. We pride ourselves on providing an excellent service, especially for this part of the establishment. But, every little bit, reminds us of our efforts are rewarded, especially with the case of you and your friends. You have been most kind to us, and we have not, it has not gone unnoticed.
I'll spend the rest of the day transcribing spells into my new spell book then.
Okay. Azrael, are you going to do anything else with your afternoon?
I have nothing else in particular to do.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. I have a roll 20 comment. These windows these new doors system are cool, but when you're on the token level, you can grab them as the DM and move them, which is really weird. So then when you move them, it unlines all the stuff you did in the dynamic setting.
Can you move my token up underneath the door? Because I think I'm trapped under the door.
Yeah, who did that?
I moved myself over the door and I literally got trapped there. I can bring myself out again too.
I got you. I got it. Okay. All right. Well, I added doors so you could actually have the doors open now. Right. So all the curtains are doors and everything now. I just did that a little while ago. But all right. So Azrael's not doing anything exciting. Drell, you have, before the others return, you have a few hours. Were you going to do anything else or just rest from all your working out?
No, I was going to go to the hearth and visit with Ebal the Fist. And I wanted to pass along my silver and my copper for the good fight against those vicious.
All right, you can do that. What you can do is go ahead and just either send me a text at some point with the amount of money that you're going to send just directly to me, not on the thread because it'll get lost.
Yeah.
And then I'll take care of that, and I'll also give you any additional information that Ebal passes on to you. But you can do that. Yeah. So we'll assume that you get back because you had 4 hours. So you can hang out there for several hours.
I don't want to be gone for long. I just thought I'd stop by, get a drink. There was spicy drink.
Yeah, you can definitely have that, and you can hang out with the ball for a while. And there's quite a few regulars there, and several of them are of your ilk, as it were, of your nature.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice hanging out with them in there. But even the ones that aren't, I mean, there's just a couple people that hang out there regularly, and now that it's your second time there, some of them recognize you, so you play darts with some of them, or just hang out by the fire drinking. It's not a bad place to hang out. And so originally, it had been decided after meeting with Filigir that you were going to go tonight to the Yernev stronghold. So we will. So that is the assumed plan. So I'm assuming you would come back knowing that is the plan. So you're back when the others arrive. So now everybody is arrived. You're in the courtyard. So, and it is actually 8:00 at night. And just to Azrael and Aurelius, there has been no visit from any people that you might have thought were visiting.
So interesting bit of turn of events. We were visited by Ajir tonight, who said that Nadim was coming to visit us this evening. As you remember, Nadim was the Sultan's envoy who was supposed to offer us money to basically go away and leave the city. He's trying to bribe us to leave. On top of that, we found out from Ajir that, and I pull out a piece of parchment that I'm going to get this name wrong because I spelled it by the way you pronounce it. Roborect. I don't know if I say it, but one of the Mojirs of the Sultan set us up in the at the inn to be attacked by the Jinn wielder, and he's the person behind the attempt to try and kill Cal and myself and Nam.
His name was Ramoresh.
Ramoresh, okay, not Roborect. Okay.
No, it's R.
So you either
RH
didn't write it like you said it, or you didn't set it like you wrote it.
It's RHA-MORESH. Ramoresh.
I'll just spell it the way I did it. Okay, so Rajmoresh was the bat. He's the Mojir of the Sultan who set us up to be attacked by the Jinn wielder after we got through the sewers. So do be aware that the Sultan has already sent assassins to take us out, and so at this point in time, we keep our one eye over our shoulders at any given time.
Sounds like the money to leave is off the table.
If Nadim does not show up, then it is very possible that is not an option. And unfortunately, I believe that he may be aware that we are behind the Maelstrom attack. And I also can tell you that we have not one, but at least two people who are watching us at any given time, our comings and goings from this place. One is a exotic dancer, and the other is dressed as a nobleman, but they blend in with the crowd, and they're quite skilled at avoiding, being spotted by us. But I have hired people to notice them, and they have been watching us.
Just as a reminder, the Mohajir are the elite guard, the personal guard of the Sultan, and they pretty much do whatever the Sultan does. So they're also known as the hand of whatever the Sultan wants them to do. So they're also known as the hand of the Sultan. Anything else you guys want to discuss or do, or do you have, and if not, what time were you planning on moving on?
And I actually have the piece of the parchment, which I'll then just put away. Maybe wants to read it of Majoresh setting us up and the 8th of flock time back at Filigir's Inn.
Yeah. So basically, the note that he has is a confirmation from Mohajir confirming with Ajar that he got the information about your whereabouts, where you're going to be and when, and that you would be handled. And it was the night that you guys got attacked by the Jinn wielder. And as far as you know, the Jinn wielders only, there's some people that claim to be Jinn wielders and are general bounty hunters, but they're not wielding actual jinns. But as far as you know, actual Jinn wielders, so these individual bounty hunters that actually have contained jinn that they unleash and when they try to take down people or take on them, they all pretty much work for the Sultan. So.
All right. So aside from that, we should be leery about being followed with whatever we do and being caught unawares individually. As you may or may not go, I think we all eventually wander out of here by ourselves. I do at least once a day. I know that Drell goes out and disappears, and of course you two just came back. But do be aware we might get attacked individually if we continue to cross the Sultan. So keep your eyes aware of what's going on.
All right, with that all said,
Yes.
Are you guys ready to head to the Maelstrom Stronghold?
That we are.
I'm ready.
All right, and what time of night did you want to do that, or evening?
The witching hour, midnight.
So midnight?
It's a full moon.
High
In my
moon.
favor.
I call it high moon.
Oh god.
All right, so it actually is. It is. So it is the 23rd of. And so the 24th is the full moon, which is when Sahanine is at her strongest, and so midnight would be the beginning of the full moon. So, so not a bad time to go. So midnight from the 23rd to switching over to the 24th, and we will switch you over to that map. Which
when do our blessings reset?
You have to do the things to get your blessings. They don't just automatically happen.
Which is what things do we?
So you would have to spend 12 hours to get that.
I know my thing, but what's the normal thing?
Well, there's no normal thing. This is an abnormal mechanic that I've created. There was a blessing that you guys got when you listened to
okay. So we need to just find a good song.
Well, no, it's not just a good song. It has to be
a parade. Just any good song.
It could have been the situation of that evening. It could have been Jalila's voice. You haven't really experimented with why that you were blessed. So, but there's just mechanically or role playing wise, if there's any reason that you're basically calling, Sahanine's blessing down upon you, that's how you would get a blessing die, is doing something that is, is recognized by her, and therefore you get her blessing. They're not supposed to be something you can just be like, all right, just pack away. So, but they will happen. All right, so here we go. We're going to the Maelstrom Stronghold. Right now, I've only got Cal and Nam on the map, so I will. And you guys don't have to start on this roof, but I'm going to put you all on this roof, and then you can decide where you are. What I will do is I'll throw up a daylight possibly, so then you can decide, and then I'll make it dark again. But let me get everybody on the map. So you are in the warehouse district. You are in the southern warehouse district, where you did all your raid in the northern warehouse district of Khassan. So this is all on the waterfront. And if you look, I'm going to get you guys on here real quick. So Aurelius. And Aurelius, if you're bringing your bird with you or stuff, just put them on the map. It is dark out, just as an FYI. And then I just go. So you're not necessarily on this roof yet. We'll figure out where Nam and Cal are, even if you guys want to come in different sections. But let me pop I'm going to change it to like a dim moonlighting. Unfortunately, it is a stormy night. And so there's thunderstorms going. There's not a lot of rain with it, but it's very cloudy above. So there's not a lot of moonlight, even though it's going to be a full moon this evening. So it is pretty dark out, which is probably not a bad thing for you guys, especially considering all these City Watch guards are actually human. From dealing with the Wererats before, that they have dark vision. They can see in the dark, but we'll put this. So this should allow you guys to see somewhat. You all have dark vision. Actually, you all have dark vision. So what this is doing, it's technically dim lighting in the whole area. So, but because dark vision mixed with dim lighting becomes actual light, so that's why you can see so well. So what you're looking at here, so there's a whole bunch of smaller warehouses or warehouse type buildings surrounding this larger warehouse structure. And there is I got rid of the dynamic lighting on this outer wall because it was making it confusing. But there is an outer wall of like a courtyard. And so there's a gate. You can see there's a big gate to the outer wall. The outer wall is around 8 feet tall. So it'd be a little bit of a climb to get over, and the gate matches it. This is the wharf side. So the map is actually turned. To your left is actually north, which is the water side, and to your right is south. We'll try to reference it with the wharf side and so on and so forth. But so there's the waterfront side on the left. There does, as you guys noted during the scouting, the water does seem to flow under the building, like many of the other warehouses you've dealt with and the other buildings on the wharf. There isn't any traffic going under the building like you've seen in some of the warehouses you scouted out where they were actually loading from underneath. So you didn't notice that going on. You should be able to see them through some of these windows. And if you see, if you see a little ninja symbol on, like I think with this one, you can see right here, there are wererats kind of trying to hide. Yeah, exactly. So they're crouched down and, they're been here a while, so they don't look particularly enthused about what they're doing. But they're still crouched down and kind of like, they're back up against the wall holding like a hand crossbow. And they're dressed in leathers and pretty scrubby looking gear, actually, from where you guys are sitting. The men at arms around are dressed in they've got turbans on and scarves that can cover their face in case the sandstorms kick up and stuff. They don't tend to have it on. It's pretty warm out still. Although some of the heat is being taken away by this thunderstorm, and they're dressed they have shields, spears, and chainmail. So they do have some light flowing robes around, but underneath you can see the chainmail. They appear very similar to most of the folks of Khassan. And even though all the symbols look like men, there are some women amongst them as well. The city guard has both. And there is actually, it looks like there are 6 of them around. So there's a couple on the other side, which you can't see from where you are, but up here, there's a couple that patrol that wall, just like there's 2 on this wall, 1 in the courtyard near the door, and then there's obviously the one here near the tower. And this is it's not much higher than the actual building. The building is a 20-foot tall building, and this tower room is only about 20 feet tall as well, a circular room. So it's not really a tower, it's just a circular part of the structure of the building. The windows are the windows, the doors are the doors. There are all these lamps that you can see glowing. And I will, once you decide what your entry point is and how you want to go in, I will reduce the light because it is actually fairly dark.
Can we move through these buildings or these?
You can move on top of them, but you can't. If you want to move through them, you could try. But there's doors and such that may or may not be locked.
How tall are these right here, these houses?
They vary. So the one you're on right now is about 20 feet tall. The one next to it's probably like 15 feet tall. And same with the next one there. So those are all roughly 15 feet tall.
How tall are these walls right here?
Those walls are 8 feet.
Okay.
Which is why you can see over them at the moment because of the position you're in. So you knew all this before you got here. So where did you want to enter, Cal, and or you guys could discuss it, but where did you guys want to enter from?
And do you want to go under the cover of a dust storm?
Sure. Why not?
Why would we not?
Would a dust storm make it hard to shoot range weapons?
No, it's just pass without trace.
No, it's super selective dust.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
okay, good.
So basically, you've dealt with this before with Drell. Drell has the ability to pull fine particles of sand from the stone or even from snow. You've seen him do it and turn it into a miasma around you that affects people's ability to see you. Mechanically, it's +10 to you have to be within 30 feet of him, and it's +10 to your stealth roll. And it hasn't affected your ability to shoot or see at all.
John, are these roofs all the same height where I'm pinging? Like these?
No, I
literally 20 feet, 15 feet. You just went over this.
Yeah.
This one is 20 feet. These right here are all 15 feet roughly.
I thought you meant the wall.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
No, the wall. This wall is 8 feet tall. The main structure you're looking at that has all the dynamic lighting. So the main structure, it's all built from stone. You can see crates in the courtyard, barrels in the courtyard. There's a wagon with a couple barrels in it. There's a crane that hangs over the water edge. There's all kinds of stuff in the courtyard. That's all made of stone. Some of these buildings around are made of wood. But most of them are made of baked like bricks. That's very common in Khassan. And most of the structures are made that way for cooling reasons and for less chance of fires, taking out the entire city type thing. So
What I'm thinking is dropping a pair of giant toads on this guy and see if they can gobble them up, and taking out.
Giant toads.
So this basically, think of this has been drawn out for you by Khassan and Cal. They had a really good, spent an entire day, so they know the outside layout of this place pretty well. The far side is just a straight wall, and it's about 10 feet wide. There's a couple sets of steps that then go into the water. So there's not nearly as much room to work with on the other side. There's not as many close buildings. So this is your best advance if you want to use the buildings. I mean, you do have pass without trace, and it's dark out. So
I vote I stay up on this tallest roof here and kind of use it as a point of I can cover you all in your approach. Take anybody out in the courtyard, and then I can misty step down when things get interesting.
All right. I say I'm gonna say we come up this way, and then go for this guy, and then move our way in.
And I'll just cover you all from up here.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, technically, nobody would be able to see you behind the 8-foot wall if you were slunk along it, except for the person standing out here. But.
Right, and again, I can drop toads on the first person, and I was thinking of dropping the toads on this guy, just because he's the furthest away, and this guy's probably going to engage with, and then this guy is either gonna. We're trying to prevent a sounding alarm, I assume. And if push and shove, I can hit this.
You haven't seen any obvious alarms. The doors are made of wood, and they look like just like the other warehouses. These ones actually the ones behind this gentleman here look like they open outward. But the ones down closer to the wharf look, actually they all look like they open. None of these are sliding like the other place. And the windows are glassed. There's quite a bit of glass in Khassan. And these windows do have glass on them. They're not like bulletproof or super thick, so those could be shattered. And they have they use a metal base to kind of create the squares on them, the framing of it. It's not wood framed or anything, so it's probably a weak metal, like a lead type thing.
So the other option would be to take. Oops, sorry, just my thing. The other option would be to hit this guy, then try and go through this door, and then go in. Because
one of the things.
The stone walls.
What was that?
I can go through the stone walls if we need to.
This there's a door here. There's a door here, and 2 doors here. These are windows. But the doors, if we can get through these doors, we're inside, and then we can. I assume there's going to be a door going to the inner wall. If not, then we're going to come back out.
Well, one of the things that was observed by Nam and Cal as well is there is a spiral staircase going down in the round room.
Right.
And what's the roof of the tower look like, John?
What's that?
What's the roof of the tower look like?
These are ceramic roofs, or so they're like a ceramic shingles.
Is it pitched, or could there potentially be something sitting on top of that tower?
It's pitched. You can see it. It's not.
There's no one up there.
They're not flat. No.
Yeah.
This section has so the roof you're on now is very similar to the one that covers the bigger part of it. Yeah. And it's also just a smaller version of it. So they actually have a seam in the middle. So there's a high point in the middle that runs from right to left, is where your pitch would run.
I kind of like.
And then it's not a big slope. It's a very gradual slope for the spiral of the round room, but it's basically it's a cone, but it's just a really, really, gradual slope.
I like the idea of trying to go through this door here. But what do you guys think? Give me your opinions.
I feel like if we go this way, we're opening ourselves up to this guy, to the guy to the, I guess the left, because the map's twisted, right? So that's not the west.
Yeah.
No, the left is
west.
north,
Yeah,
the right is south, the top is east, and the bottom is west.
So we're going east. The guy to the, unless
Here,
one
I'll
of
help
us
you guys out.
peels off to take the guy to the north. To the north, right?
All right. Well, I assume if we take this guy, it's going to also alert this guy.
The guy inside the courtyard who can also see.
Right.
And then actually
and he might not notice this. He doesn't have vision to this guy, and he might not have great vision to this guy.
Right.
Taking this guy out. I mean, he's gonna.
If we took him out quietly, if we took him out with my style and panache, they're all gonna know.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Giant toads, they just would gobble a guy if we're lucky.
I don't feel like giant toads are quiet.
Oh,
Yeah, and I also don't think, depending on luck, the luck of a giant toad is a great strategy.
I could potentially come down. I could come down on this guy here.
That's why you didn't like the movie.
I could come down on this guy here, and you guys, and maybe Nam could take this guy out.
Oh, look at the map there.
There you go. So north is to the left. See that?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
I'm like, look at the big fountain that appeared in the road.
I was gonna say, somebody's casting a spell! Quick, kill them!
It's a compass.
Is it possible to split
it's
up?
It's a compass that points in the right direction, so you guys don't have to ask again.
Yeah. Right. Is it
There's
possible to split up and use two groups?
Yeah.
So we can take two out at once?
Do we want to go well, I don't like splitting the party. Do we wish to let them come to us because we can take them piecemeal? Do we wish to try to go in this way, or do we wish to try and go in this way? So from the north or from the south?
How about straight down?
Yeah, I think you're confusing.
That wasn't an option.
Again.
Yeah. So this.
I think you
mean. He's saying you come in from the north over here.
Come in from this way.
This is the north here.
Yeah.
So come from the north.
Or this is the west.
Or that's good. This is the south side. We're coming from the south side of this.
Don't forget, I can fly over things.
What about,
how are you doing that? Look at that. Woohoo! Now I'm like Joe.
You're just as annoying as Joe.
Am I on mute?
I know. You're not on
mute.
mute.
We can hear you. We're just ignoring
you.
Yes, Greg, you're on mute. Keep talking.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Fuck you, Joe.
All right. Are you guys?
Spicy over here.
You guys did have 4 hours to work on. Well, at least several hours to work on this. So
south and north. Ready?
But I don't think it'll make very exciting.
This is the planning session, John.
South and north.
How about Nam shoots the guard in front of the gate?
Okay.
Or he could shoot the guy who's behind the gate.
How do we feel about the northmost guy next to the water and us being able to get to him? I do have water walk.
Yeah.
We could allow us to go.
We could then walk over and attack the guy here.
And Cal can fly.
Yeah.
Right, over the wall, and Nam can shoot.
Yes.
And Nam can shoot if he works over to this side.
So the only downside to that
because the wall's only 8 feet tall and these buildings are all 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so remember that there are guards inside the windows that may see.
Oh, the windows. That's true. If they have a line of sight outwards this way, that's true.
They'll be able to see out just like we can see in. Right.
Yeah.
So, and they're sitting there bored. That's why I was thinking, come in here, head in here, and then down into the basement.
I think if we're going under the shadow of the desert storm, I go this way. I go east from the south.
I'll go with east as well in that case.
South it is.
We're avoiding the windows. That's
All right.
Nope.
So you don't.
South, but yes.
Okay. So you guys are planning on coming in towards the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. So the good news is you don't have to start where I put you. I just put you. So you can start in this alleyway or on this building on the south side if you want.
That's probably me, like over here.
Yes. So do you want to be on that building? So why don't we? I'm going to put all you guys on the top of that building there. I'm going to change the darkness now. So this is where we've determined which way we're coming in, and then we'll go through each of you in succession here, and you can tell me how you enter the map. And now, just remember, this will be my last reminder, but you have to be within 30 feet of here. This is what we're.
Of Drell.
I got it. I'm going to give Drell a little 30-foot.
Yep, give him a little
30-foot radius so that we can all see his little sandstorm.
So come up. Ignore my.
You must imagine the whoosh sound, however.
Yeah. You'll have to make your own whoosh sound, and I have to make sure.
I'll come up right behind me. Not like that, but
There you go. That's 30 feet, so that's pretty good.
John, can I have pre-scouted come from the south and be on the top of this other building over here?
You can be wherever you want. You pre-scouted, so do you not want to be there?
I'm here.
All right, put yourselves wherever you want. I will, if you want to be on the edge like that, you're going to have to stealth up, and
I'll be 5 feet away from the edge.
All right, you still got to stealth up, but that's all right. We can do that. So everybody's moving in at the same time, and these are the positions you're moving into, right?
Az, you're gonna be in the building. You're gonna be down with it. There you go.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
down with you guys. Yeah. I'm just waiting
And
to have
Cal,
everybody
I
set up.
assume you're
Welcome to
you're
the party,
flying.
Cal.
What's that?
I assume
Falls
you're
off the building
flying.
side.
Well, I'm on the roof at least.
Okay, so this building's a little bit bigger. So this building's like 20 feet. So mark in your red circle. We will do the 3-round stealthing thing, but mark in your how high up. So this one's you're basically skimming the top of that, but that's
Right.
fine.
I'm gonna cast a couple spells before we get here, John, if that's okay.
Sure. Just make keep track of them if they're got rounds on them. And
They're in hours, so
okay, you had all the prep time in the world. So
yeah.
all right, so I'm going to start with Nam. Why don't you roll me a stealth check, Nam, as you come up on this?
Coming on up. Stealth check. Do I have
With a
advantage? 'Cause I
D4.
pre-scouted?
D4 is going to make it.
That's temporary hit points.
Other people are rolling. Should I roll with advantage, John? Because I pre-scouted.
Yeah, you can have advantage because you pre-scouted. I'll go with that.
Hey, not a great roll. That's a 12.
So the good news is, so you got a 12 on your stealth, even with advantage. But the good news is, well, all right. So you start moving up here, getting in position before the others advance. And I got to change the darkness on this because we're now nighttime. Let me do that, and it's crappy out. So I'm gonna get rid of our moonlight. Get rid of our moon. There we go. And save. So you should be seeing a little bit less now. All right. So yeah. So it's now you were getting some clear vision because there is real light out there and such. So that's what some of that is clear and still some of it's shadowy. So this gentleman along the way, Nam.
Which one? I missed you, Ping.
He's over here. You're not on the ledge, so you can hear him moving with your passive perception.
All right.
You can hear his footsteps coming closer to you.
Am I still? I'm headed to the roof, though, right?
Yeah, you're high up there. And he's going to come here and
Can I make a prestidigitation to make some noise, like back behind him, over here?
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
So I'm going to prestidigitate some noise behind him over here, like someone's trying to sneak in the gate behind him.
All right, make a performance or deception check with advantage because you're using the spell.
Performance or persuasion?
Perception. I mean, no, deception or performance.
Or performance.
Deception or performance, whatever
Either
you're better
of those
at.
are my strong suit, but I get advantage. So
You have advantage.
Here we go. There we go. That's a 20.
All right. He started to walk you here, but now you hear the footsteps going back the other way.
And I use that opportunity to kind of sneak to the ledge.
So he's going to double move over there. All right. So that was your turn. Cal, what are you doing? So you've reached the top of that thing. You're not, give me a stealth check as you approach now, are you flying above it? Or are you trying to use the crest as cover?
I'm using the crest as cover right now.
Okay.
I'm pretty stealthy.
37.
Yeah, he doesn't seem so. Put I'm just going to write that down because I know you have your height on there. So Cal is 27. All right. All right. So this is just your rolls to get in the position that you're in. So Aurelius, go ahead, and I know you guys are all moving together roughly. But Aurelius, now
I got a 21.
A 21. All right. So mark it on your red square. We'll need Azrael, Drell, and Fee.
Oh, I love stealth checks.
Well, so you do have disadvantage, because you're armor, but you also have. So everybody has a
23.
plus 10. So you got a 23 as your low, Azrael.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
So put that in your thing, and then Drell, I don't see a roll for you yet.
I have not yet made a roll.
16. So Fee's going to go with the 16.
All right, and then what we're going to do, I'm going to throw up a
14. Ugh.
Oh, that's not awesome. But the good news is that they don't seem to notice. He doesn't seem to notice you anyway, even with only a 14. So I'm going to throw up a turn order here, and we're going to go ahead, and everybody is going to go ahead and click on their token and roll initiative. just so we can keep a good track. And I'm going to put these guys in here. But if anything, at this point, as far as you guys understand, you would have surprise round if it went into that combat mode, because they have not noticed yet. So, but I'm going to go ahead and put them up.
As you go second.
I'm going last on purpose.
Who has the black die? Because you can't read it, so that's really
That's Greg. That's Greg.
Yeah.
Got a number in the chat though.
That
Oh, sorry.
I take -10 off for each black die.
I didn't realize it would do that. I had no
14,
idea.
14.
Just because I can't read it.
I've done that
I
before.
had no idea.
Yeah, well, it's a silly option they give you because you can't read it. It'd be cool if they changed the lettering to like white or silver.
Right, or so yeah.
There you go.
Then it would be actually cool. All right. So we've got everybody in here. I'm going to go ahead and sending order this.
I didn't think it was possible to go slower than as until Rug rolled a 1.
All right. So,
Actually, he's still faster than me.
I know, right?
all right. So the
You're just
guards,
not
the
good at
guards
It is
reading.
are,
impossible, Joe, to be
the
slower
guards
than
are just doing their patrol. So this guy is going this way. 1, 4. Guys coming up here.
Oh, hello.
4.
We
This
just
guy
wait
is-
here. He'll come to us.
This guy is still investigating.
Arrows out.
They're just casually moving. They're not moving a lot. That just moves over here a little bit. All right, so that was their move. So Aurelius, you are up on the docket, sir. So they're just moving around. They got their shields kind of hanging down at their side, their spears out. They don't they don't look very enthused to be here, walking around in the dark. Every once in a while the thunder. This actually doesn't hurt your guys sneaking around too, because the lightning will crack followed by thunder. Out in the distance, it's over the bay, farther out, so the lightning isn't striking exactly over the cities. So what are you doing, Aurelius?
So I think we're gonna launch this bad boy, right? No point in going halvesies. So moving in. 5, 10. First of all, bonus to dance. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Why is
25,
he before me? How come my
30.
thing didn't come up?
35. Oops, I moved there. Too late. I can't change.
Did you not click on your token when you rolled?
I did.
Apparently, you didn't.
I didn't.
But
touch it,
I'm at
so-
19, so
Yeah, I'll put you in there. It's fine.
And so we're gonna move out, and then we're going to.
technically I'd be going before you.
You would.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to go first then?
Yeah, let me just add them to the
Go
turn
first.
counter.
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
So you got a 19.2. You get a 0.2. That doesn't seem right either.
I got a 10.2. It gets added to my initiative. That's what my
It's
initiative.
20 for 0.2.
Oh, that's what it is.
They just don't have the 0.
Yeah, it just rounds out. I get it.
Well, no,
All
it's 0 is
right,
not
so
necessary
Cal,
for-
go ahead and go before Aurelius gets charging up.
So I will, since I'm being very stealthy, I will come over and take this guy out. I'll have to charge him, I guess, right? Because that's 35 feet, straight line.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're as long as it's you got to come down too. You're 20 feet up, so you probably have to come down about 10 feet with the whole diagonal maneuver to get all the way
Oh,
down.
so that gets me there in 45 feet then.
Right, and isn't that your base movement?
Yeah.
So you can make it.
I can make it.
That'll get you to this square right here.
Right here, right?
Joe, you're looking tired there, buddy.
Oh,
So you come descending out of the darkness, out of the shadows, because this guy does not have dark vision, and he literally does not see you until. Plus, he doesn't even have any idea you're silent. You come descending out of the darkness.
Cal yells, "I'm Dogman."
So go ahead. If you have, he didn't see you coming at this point because you came out of hiding, so you have advantage.
Yeah.
So feel free to attack with
First
advantage.
swing.
So you got a 28 and a 27. That's going to hit. You hit for 11. Crack him along. You come across his head with your quarterstaff. Catch him right in the side of the face. And it spins him, and he's like up on the tips of his toe, already bloodied. But he is still standing. He's trying to right himself, but he totally didn't see it coming.
Before he can catch his breath, we swing again. Boop, boop.
Yeah, you he starts to, as he starts to turn around, you drive the staff forward, catching him right between the eyes, and he fully goes splayed out and just falls to the
Grab him
ground.
as he falls, so he doesn't.
You
Make any
can
noise.
because you're doing it stealthy, you can actually kind of catch him. He does have a shield and a spear, so you can't catch everything, but he doesn't make a ton of noise. Let's actually roll me a d20. High is better for you. So the lower it is, the more noise is made. Just a straight d20, Cal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty good. So you were able, so not only you kind of grabbed him by the front of his shirt as he was falling down with your free hand, and you actually, being the monk you are, you caught the haft of the spear with your toe. So it didn't actually even clink on the stone. And so he is down and barely made any noise. And his shield was, you kind of rolled him so his shield is laying on his body. I'm just going to put him down so we know where he is. All right. Are you going to do anything else? You don't really have any movement left. You do have a bonus action if you chose to do something with it.
For my bonus action, let's see.
Yeah, the only other person you can see with your passive perception, you don't see all your. Actually, what is your passive perception? It is pretty good. 14. Yeah, the only person you see is Nam.
Yeah. For my bonus action, I'm just gonna, if I can, I'm just gonna pull him. So he's out of line of sight up against the wall there. Make it look like.
Well, you can't move anymore because you used your full movement. Okay. So you can you have him. You're basically holding him up at the moment. Yeah. So he's kind of in your square. So but go ahead. So you're done. So Aurelius.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So we are going to again dance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to here. Oh crap.
All right. There is a guy there.
Yeah, I saw that now.
Yeah, he saw you. Well, you're moving really quietly. You're at a, so throw me a D8 to see which direction he's looking as you come.
All right, here's your D8.
Well, you're in the shadows too, so you can actually be hiding. Oh, you moved your full movement though, didn't you?
I did my full movement. I'm coming up with a crossbow and getting ready to hit him with a crossbow.
Where's your D8?
And oops.
It didn't show up here. Let me try it again.
I saw a D6.
Yeah, here's D8. There we go.
All right. He is actually looking away from you. But you, unfortunately, because you moved your full movement, you're not moving particularly stealthy.
Yep.
But he is not also. So he will see what happens when he gets. Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot it. First, I'm going to shoot a crossbow at the guy.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot him with a crossbow.
Okay. I'll load with the crossbow.
You don't have advantage on him because you didn't move. Well, actually, you do have advantage on him.
Okay, so
but yeah, go ahead. You hit him anyway. Actually, no.
See if I crit, just in the off chance.
Yeah, actually, you didn't hit him with the first one, so roll your advantage.
Okay. I did or didn't hit him.
You did not.
I didn't.
So he actually, because of you didn't move super quietly, and he was kind of right there as you came, because you covered a lot of territory you could have seen. Actually, he actually at the last second kind of looks around, and he has his shield in the right position. You just tink off of his shield with the shot, just right off the edge of his shield. Are you going to do anything else?
Of course, yeah, of course. So we are going to unleash a.
John, how loud was that? Could I hear that from where I am?
No. He hasn't had a chance to act yet, so no.
Yeah.
And the crossbow's not particularly loud.
So we're going to do a Toll the Dead, which shouldn't be too loud.
That makes noise, doesn't it? It just makes a bell noise, right?
It makes a bell noise, but you tell me, because I would say it's a 5-foot thing, but it says
it doesn't specifically. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not really clear, right?
Right, correct.
But I think it'd be like speaking level, but we'll see.
Yeah, okay, we'll find out. Well, we're gonna. It's either that or I shoot him with a firebolt. So, and firebolt's gonna be a much loud. Well, let's do. Well,
firebolt doesn't make any noise. It's just visible, but you won't. Right. Nobody's. Well, there is actually. I don't know if you can see it.
Let's do a firebolt. What the heck?
All right. So you can actually see on the map, Joe. If you can see, there's another guard all the way down there.
I can't hit anybody save my life anyway.
Unless we're sneaking up.
So. Did you see? There's a guard all the way down this way.
Yeah, I see him now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You shoot a firebolt out, and once again, it's the shield he catches it with.
Okay. He's gonna move. He's gonna move to the 40-foot and then teleport here. Dink. And so Fee's going to get her attacks next. And that might be the end of that. The way I'm rolling, this may not be good anyway.
So she has advantage too because she came out.
She's advantage. Okay, all right.
Well, she hits with the first one, but just see if you crit.
Yeah, I'll give her advantage.
You're all coming out of the darkness at the same time, roughly. Before
It'll be the same hit. So the first.
All right. So what damage do you do?
First strike's going to be 14.
She slashes out with her. Does she use a little short sword? What does she use?
Oh, she's short sword. Yeah.
So she slashes out with her tiny little pixie like short sword, and like his shield was in the block position, but he didn't expect the little tiny fairy to come flying out of nowhere. So Fee the fairy comes flying out, whips around his shield, and slashes this guy across his open throat. And he's kind of like gripping his throat and barely standing, but he is still up.
Good thing she gets 2 attacks. So now.
Good for him. Good for you. Not so much.
She gets
her
her second attack, which is going to hit, and she does non-lethal damage with this. And she's going to do 11 more points.
All right, she knocks him unconscious. So I'm just going to put a skull on him. The red X is dead.
Yeah.
The skull is unconscious.
And that is her movement, unfortunately. So that's all she can do.
There you go. I'll move him back in a second.
Yeah. But she didn't want to kill him. She just slashes him.
I'll do this skull front.
Pumps him on the head.
All right, so she knocks him out. Unfortunately, this is between your fireworks and everything. The guy down there is probably alerted to it. Let me see what he can see, though. There's a lamp in between you, so. You guys are kind of in the dark for him, so he probably heard stuff, but he did probably see the fire. So, all right, that brings us to Drell.
I bring the desert with me. 1.
All right, it costs you 2 squares to squeeze by Azrael.
That's 3, 4, and then I'm dashing because I am dashing.
Oh, look at the dashing guy!
Look at that guy.
I am dashing.
I use that every week.
Where are you dashing to, Drell, sir?
The map is jumping around on me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm right here. Sneaky.
So you moved half movement?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead. You're still on your 3 stealth. The people that move full, you're no longer stealthing. So you can remove that from your red circle. And you're not doing anything else, correct, Drell?
I am not.
All right, that brings us to Nam.
All right. Well, I can see what's going on here, and it looks like it's well in hand.
So this guy is kind of out of line of sight of his buddy, if that matters.
I can see this guy, John. Is he alerted to anything? This guy right here?
He is not alerted at the moment, and the wall here is 8 feet tall, so he can't even see this guy here either.
And I can also see this guy down here. Does he look nonchalant? Like he looks?
He looks. None of those guys look like.
So everybody looks like they're chill.
Because really, the only thing that has actually made and nothing's made a lot of noise yet. Mm-hmm. What is drawn any attention was the firebolt, which they wouldn't see through the building. So.
Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my action to shoot anyone who looks like they've been alerted. How's that? Is that alerted?
Okay? Yeah, that we can work with that.
All right.
So you got anything else going on, or are you done?
No, that's it.
All right, Azrael.
Alrighty, I'm moving at a stealthy move, so I'll also
keep
dash.
your stealth. So you're gonna half move and then half dash.
Yeah, half move, half dash, and that should get me to right about here.
Okay. And that brings us to so the only alerted guard is the guard up here to the northeast. And he can't really see, actually, he can't see Fee. He can barely see his buddy in the light of the lantern. And he's not seeing him. And he did see the firebolt, so he's gonna come investigate. So he's gonna go. He starts running. 1, 2, 3, 6. Which doesn't really allow him to see much. Ooh, he can kind of see Aurelius because of the other lamp.
Look like every other guard out here.
and he is going to yells out, "Halt! Declare yourself!" as he dashes. 4, 5, 6. As he's running up to here, he still can't really. He can barely see but he can see his fallen guard, and he yells because he's running. He's got his shield and ready. And he's like, "Halt! Declare yourself!" And he does yell it loud enough that you can hear that, Namfoodle, and apparently the other guards can hear it too. But they're just hearing it now, so
they don't look alerted.
They're not reacting. They're getting ready to react. So they'll move
So
on their
one of them's
next
got an
turn.
initiative step that looks alerted. I'm gonna drill him.
So now it is Cal's turn.
See.
So go ahead, Cal.
I will go. And this roof here is also 20 feet, so it will cost me 10 to go up.
The roof on the actual building?
Yeah.
You can't actually go on the building because it's a dynamic thing, so I'll have to move you around it.
Right there. My guess
but
is
I-
rather than trying to go all the way around, I was just going to go up and over and come down.
Yeah, you can go
Try to come
over
down
it,
roughly
but it is.
here if
But
I
you have to
can.
go back up. So right now you're 5 feet off the ground, so you'd have to go 15 feet up. So I'm not sure that saves you any time going around it, but you can if you want, because it is 20 feet up. Yep.
I'll just go around it then. I'll just kind
Yeah,
of hit the
'cause-
corner here.
I mean, you have to go up and down to get to them.
15,
Um,
25, 30, 35, 40. I think I can get to roughly here. Yeah. Yeah, right where you got me.
yeah, go ahead and move yourself around the corner.
Oop. You say right about here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And then as I come around, I will fire I will fire a spear at this guy. Oop.
All right. So you move your base movement, run around there, and you're still 5 feet off the ground. So you can basically fly over Fee, who's hovering a little lower than you, and the other guy's laying on the ground. So you are within short range if you want to throw a spear at the one guy that has made your presence known. 16 will just skim over the top of his shield and bury into him for 6.
Nice. And then I'll fire one more because I got one more.
He is not bloodied as he drives. His chainmail holds it up, so he's not quite bad off as he would be.
I'll throw my second spear.
That will hit
so close.
well, and that is just enough as it buries in right below his, right between where his chainmail meets and his scarf, right, and it seems to catch him right in the throat, and he goes down dead.
Nice.
So he is not yelling anymore.
This guard right here is going to tell a tale to his kids of the day he survived the attack.
So are you done, Cal?
Yes, I am done for now.
Okay.
I looked back
And,
disapprovingly for my bonus action, I looked disapprovingly at Aurelius.
All right. Hey, Relius, it's your turn.
It's so dark I can't see Cal's look. I'm gonna come down here to this door here. So sorry. That is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. And we're gonna pop that door open. Can I mind if I click it? Is it locked?
Yeah, click it all you want.
It's locked.
Huh, it's not opening for you. Wonder why.
DMs. I go.
That's DM humor.
Yeah. DM.
All right. So yeah, you try that door and it is locked.
Okay.
Shockingly locked.
It's not that shocking.
All right. That is. Do you have anything else you do on your relics?
Fee is going to come down here, hold action to attack anybody that gets near her, and then my hawk's going to fly over here. And now that I have tried the door, I'm going to do the magical thing. Go. This door's locked. And I'm going to ready and I reload my crossbow and ready in action to attack anybody that I can see.
Okay. Before you go, Drell, Nam, these guys are alerted, so that means
Which guys are?
here. So if you want to shoot any one of those three,
Ping the one that's alerted. All of them?
they're all three were alerted when he yelled out, declare yourself.
And which one was the closest one to declare yourself yell?
The closest one would be the declare yourself was on the other side of the building. You can't see was the person that yelled it. The closest one to him is this guy next to the door.
Yeah. I'll let's shoot him because the guys in behind the wall probably won't see my arrows going after him. So let's shoot him.
Yeah, both of them would actually both of them. You think neither of them can see him?
Yeah. So let's do that because he could run through the building and alert his friends, tell him something's going on. So I'm going to shoot that guy right there. And I assume I get a full held action, right? Which is 2 shots.
Yeah, you get your 2 shots.
All right, here we go. Longbow coming out.
And you're shooting from hiding, so you have advantage.
Yeah. And yes, I do. That's a good thing. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to roll with advantage. And
so you're up on top of this building, sighting down your little gnomish compound bow.
Yeah.
All his pulleys and gears whining.
Give me extra sighting. Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to use a fancy arrow in this situation. I feel like there's many that could be helpful here.
You crit him, you may drop.
Yeah, but he dies so easy, and I get a reroll on my crit. So here we go. So we're gonna roll to hit. Here we go. Well, I definitely
25 will hit him.
And let me just check my
How much damage do you do?
Wait just a second. I get a fellow benefit, increase your blah blah blah.
His knees are bent slightly as he's kind of looking around, like trying to figure out what's going on.
All the way. Also, I can, because of my Tinker's accuracy, thanks to all my gizmos. Whenever I roll to hit with advantage, I can reroll one of my dice. So I'm going to keep the 16. I'm going to reroll the 5 to crit fish. Here we go. Oh, I don't crit, but I do hit him. So he's definitely hit. Rolling damage. Ooh, he takes max 14.
He staggers back up against the wall, like trying to find where you are as you bury that into him. He is bloodied, but still standing.
And that's when the second arrow shoots at him.
Boom, boom.
And does that have advantage also, John? Because I'm shooting from.
Yeah, it's all part of the same action.
Okay, again a 16, and I'll get another roll.
That's going to hit.
And nope, but I do hit him again. Damage check.
The arrow, because he basically has not enough life for your minimum. So the arrow buries in, and you actually pin him to the door. He's held up by the arrow to the door, the second arrow.
All right.
But he is functionally dead.
Yeah, by pinning him to the wall too, that was intentional. So the slump of his body didn't make a thump.
He did not. Yeah. He did drop his spear, but it didn't make, compared to what's going on, the fighting that's now going on, it didn't make that much noise.
All right. I just checked for my arrows. One arrow did break. All right.
Okay. Do you have? And so now it's actually Drell's turn because that was the held action.
Yes,
Drell, what would you like to do?
Let me see my insight here. I'm thinking.
What are you?
I'm thinking that I'm attacking this door with my big giant axe. Auto crit.
Auto crit.
I think he does. He does have auto crit objects.
Auto crit. I'm raging.
So mark yourself as raged. You attack this door. It's just a heavy wooden door. Nothing super exotic. It's a little bit reinforced, but you are hitting the crap out of it with a moon axe. So technically, you have to roll the hit, but you said you auto crit. So
I auto crit if I'm going after a structure or anything that's is
that part of the axe thing, or is that some other?
That's part of the axe. Yeah. Let me wait. I lose track of where I got where I wrote all this stuff down. Where's my axe at?
I got it. I'm looking it up right now.
Any attack with this axe that hits a structure or an object that's not being worn is an automatic critical.
You got to hit it though first. You do have to roll a hit.
Don't roll a 1.
Any attack.
Usually objects are like a 10 or something. Some are 15 if they're small.
As long as you don't buff it, it's a crit.
It hits a structure. Okay.
Yeah, there. You have to hit. You do have to hit. Just don't roll poorly.
Don't roll.
Basically, don't fumble.
Don't roll like your intelligence save.
Hey now. Okay.
Yeah, so you are going to crit. So we will so roll the damage and then roll a new set of dice because it won't crit that for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, roll time.
So that's got everything going for it.
And you also get, so you're going to get another D12 and another D6 and 2D10 on top of that.
Yeah.
There's a good chance you're going to blow through this door, but
yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping for. So great.
Objects are usually resistant to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
So it's 33.
So it's 33 points plus another D6, another D12, and 2D10.
Another D6.
Actually, yeah, 2D10.
41.
Another D12.
Yeah.
Yep. And then 2D10.
And then 2D10.
49 plus.
Oh, you've broken it. Yeah, 40 was the goal. So, yeah, so your axe crushes. Now, here's the good news is your axe went through the door. The bad news is you do have a second swing, though. It didn't like explode the door, so it's no longer there. But you could bash your shoulder through it, but you still have another swing where you could even weaken it even more so that you can just, it'll become like kind of difficult terrain, or you could do a strength test and kind of blow it open for everybody.
Right.
Just open it with your hand.
Look at, I bring Cal for the locks, I bring Drill for the doors.
Yeah, if you want to make it a little harder to hit, you could actually hit near where the lock is, and then it'll just swing freely on its hinges.
Yeah.
Just use the knob. Use the doorknob.
It was locked. It was already tried.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Oh, you mean this door knob? It's a push, not pull.
Yeah, here we go.
Push, don't pull. Yeah.
So, well, that's going to hit whatever you want it to hit. Oh, you did this time. You did great weapon strike. That would have been smart last time too. So you're actually going to do even more damage. So yeah, you basically shatter the lock around this thing. It explodes. So I'm going to click it as unlocked. And I'm going to actually click it as open too, because it's going to fly off.
It's just splinters.
Whoa. There's glass over everyone down here.
All right. So the door comes flying open. You're no longer stealthing, so you can remove that too. So you can see into this room. You see two what are called wererats. So these rat, half humans crouched down behind the furniture, the various pieces of furniture you can see in there. And they're all like kind of trying to hide, but their skills at hiding were ridiculously bad. And they're not surprised, unfortunately, because of the cry by the guard outside, but it has not their turn yet.
So do I get my attack then?
Your attack was if somebody came out, right?
Well, no, to attack anybody I saw. It's a held action, right?
Okay, they're hiding behind their desk, so they got 3/4 cover. So fire away.
I have my crossbow out, so I will shoot.
So that guy has and they have leather armor and shields as well. So they're dressed in leather armor.
Yeah, I've been rolling doesn't make. Oh, the way I make rolling might just hit.
You actually hit.
Yeah,
even with a +5 to his AC. So you hit the one here.
I go
ahead and remove this.
Closer when I go. Oh, max damage. I go.
Unfortunately for you, he does not take your full damage because that's not a magic weapon.
It doesn't matter. I just damaged him. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Gong. So then I'm going to say, submit. So your leader will be falling. Run from here if you can. And then I also am with the Toll the Dead because that's the type of guy I am.
So what's the save on Toll the Dead?
DC 16 Wisdom, but I only did 6 points of damage, but that's all right. DC 16 Wisdom, and that's necrotic.
He will take that damage. So it's 6 damage.
Yep, I go.
He is not bloodied yet.
That's right. I say.
Drell, you've used both your attacks. I don't know if you had any movement left.
Technically, with a critical, I get a bonus attack, right?
No, that's if you reduce somebody to. Oh, you get a critical with a great weapon. Yeah, I'm not going to combine those two abilities.
No, all right, then I step in here.
If it wasn't an object, sure, but it's just a door.
Yeah, no, I get it. So I'm here.
I go, and
I'm grinning maniacally, and I'm gesturing with one hand like a claw.
The end of the maelstrom is nigh.
All right. These guys go next. So all these little roguey rats. So
does this rat go? Sorry, I can't ping him.
Yeah, he's about to go.
Can I see him, even though I have a weird angle? I can see him technically. I just wanted to see if I could see him even though he's stealthing.
Yeah, you can see him. He's
all
still
right,
behind the furniture at the moment.
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Ah, yes.
Yes, it has recharged. As he will.
He got a 13, so he is restrained.
He is restrained now by my mask.
So he has disadvantage on his attack that he's about to do.
He can repeat the save at the end of his turn if I'm correct.
Right. He's unloading on Drell, who just burst through the doorway with his little hand crossbow. You didn't reckless attack or anything, Drell, so you just have your normal armor class. Right? So you have an 18. He unloads 3 times with his little hand crossbow.
Ouch.
Disadvantage.
He does have disadvantage because of the thing, so I should have had that disadvantage. I'll just roll again for this one, and then I'll put him on disadvantage. So he's got a 20, followed by so he misses with the first one because of his restraint. He's struggling against his own restraint. Then he fires his next one, struggling against the mask. His low is an 8, so he misses. The mask has saved you twice now.
It's a good mask.
It is.
I'm a fan of the mask.
It is a mask from your goddess, so it all makes sense.
Okay, movie.
Oh, I'm not a fan of that mask.
So yeah, he gets nothing on you.
I catch the last one, ping, and I pick my teeth with it.
So just as the stairs around here are set into the floor, so you can move over them. But as you know, the closer to you actually goes downstairs. So just might be a little bit difficult terrain if you want to run over the stairs. This rat is going to jump over the table and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and leap in and.
Oh, he gets attacked.
No, he's actually right here. He just jumped over when I placed him down. And he literally jumped over. He stops there and he holds his sword, anticipating something. All right, Nim. Wait, there's some other guys. All right, this door opens up. And this guy is now firing through this door, leaning through, poking out. And he is firing through this gap here. So you do have a +2 to your armor class. Your armor class is now 20, but he has advantage because one of his buddies is on you and they like to fight together. So he fires 3 times at you. And it'll be straight up because it's not straight.
Shooting at Drell again?
He's shooting at Drell, yep. He actually has advantage. So right now you have a 20 armor class. That was the problem because so that's not going to hit. That's not.
But I am especially appreciative that this guy came over here and stood next to me to give him that reroll.
It doesn't help him out. And so
right here.
He.
Welcome to the desert.
Take a point of inspiration, Craig.
You chose.
Hope comes here to die, rat.
All right.
I did tell him to stand down. I said under the maelstrom's eye.
We did warn you.
I thought it was a good idea.
Oh, that guy shot at me 4 times?
Three
times each. Yeah, 3 times each. That's 6 shots that all missed.
Something must be
All
wrong.
right. There is just a lot of movement going on in this warehouse, so just give me a second here.
Okay, guys, we find
Nothing to be worried about, though. Paying attention.
I just need to drop a fireball. I need to know where
I was
they
going
are.
to say, it's fireball o'clock.
Yep.
Or wall of fire.
I don't know where they are.
Yeah, they need to swing a door open so we can drop one down.
I need to get to the window so I can see out one way or another. So, oh, there they are.
Whap.
All right, so you see this. You should be able to see this drill too. Another one comes
Yeah.
running through the door with his hand crossbow, and he fires at you. So now you have you're currently have like a 22 armor class, but he's firing with advantage because of his pack buddy too. They're just hoping to get lucky.
Well, that's not. Never mind. I take it back.
I love all the hand crossbow things, and they all miss.
Pew pew pew.
Oh, so close, but not close enough.
Pew,
Oh,
pew.
you have a 22 right now. Actually, they're not even that close. All right, so all that's for nothing.
Wang.
Tripping over each other. I'm telling you, tripping over each other.
I found them.
By the time we're done, your silhouette's just gonna be painted along the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's little quarrels all stuck in all the furniture and everything there. All right, Nam, finally it's your turn, Nam. There's a lot of, you hear the scurrying of, well, it's like a little bit heavier rat feet running all through the warehouse. And I don't even know if maybe you can see it from there. Let's see.
I'm looking through the windows. I'm not seeing any movement.
Yeah, you didn't really see anything from your vantage point, unfortunately.
But these guys on the outside, you said they were alerted, but they haven't moved yet, right?
They haven't gone yet. They weren't quite as
But it looks like they are alerted. They're a problem.
They are going to move on their turn. They're at the beginning of the round. They're going to go.
So why don't we just finish another one off? So
Right.
This guy back here is the next closest to a door, right, to get in. Right over
Yes.
here. And his buddy behind the wall can't see him because he's behind the wall.
Correct.
So we're going to shoot 2 arrows at this guy way over here. See which one I'm clicking?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Again, advantage because they don't know I'm coming, right?
You shot already, so you're not hidden anymore.
They didn't see me. Neither of them saw me.
You don't have that ability that you disappear when you shoot. That's a special ability.
That's
Like a rogue.
fine.
Or,
Shooting him.
Yeah, there's actually an ability of. That's why I can't just give it to anybody.
Wait, but that would be assumed they could all win. All right, here we go.
Well, he can
Guy
see
was
your
downtown.
position. He can see your position.
But he doesn't even know I'm up here. Like he didn't see his buddy.
Well,
get-
once you shoot, you make noise.
Do I though? Anyway.
Yes, yes.
I hit this guy for 22.
According to the rule,
It's a
according
damn
to the
double
rules,
slope.
you come out of hiding.
Damn,
when
I've
you
been with
shoot.
you so long. I guarantee you make noise.
All right.
Your
Hit, rolling
cloak's
damage.
flapping in the wind. Everything's going.
Yeah, well, he
Take
takes
that!
max damage, this guy. 14.
He's
Whack.
still standing. He's barely, just like the other one. He's staggering
Yeah, we shoot
at
him
where he's
again.
standing.
Sweet.
What nobody notices that Nam actually goes pew 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 and shoots his bow.
Pew, pew,
That's
pew,
right.
pew, pew. Yeah, I can't resist. I'm up there going pew, pew, pew. That guy gets
In Nam's little brain, he's like, "How are these guys hearing me?" As he's making so much
pew,
noise.
pew, pew, pew.
Um,
that guy only takes 8 points of damage. Is he dead?
Yeah, he falls dead. The other thing you haven't done is put the silence dampeners on the gears and pulleys on your bow.
Yeah,
So
you'll
you're
have to
making
add
that
little whisperers on there like the hunters
Yeah.
have, I suppose.
So he falls
Second
down
turn.
dead.
Yeah, that's plenty for the turn, and I get 1 arrow back again. 1 breaks.
All right, are you
All
done,
right.
sir?
I'm done. I'm just keeping these guys. I'm just
All
back
right.
scratching from the front of the building here.
Mataz. Time for you to make some Raz.
All right.
It is actually not Az's turn. It's this
Oh,
gentleman.
yeah,
Put yourself back, Az.
Uh-oh.
I was so
Hidden
ready
next
to go.
Well hidden compared to his compatriots. Like there's a coat rack there that he was just standing behind the coat rack that you didn't notice because you were so excited with the other.
Was the
The coat rack falls over and there's this other wererat there, and he is dressed in full plate with a shield and a thin rapier-like
Oh.
blade, and he just knocks over because he wasn't moving, so his armor wasn't affecting him standing there. He just knocks over the thing and he's just standing there, and just this big toothy grin appears on his long snout. And he's
Raggy.
you don't have any cover from him, unfortunately for you. And he has a pack attack because his buddy's there. So the first thing he's going to do,
I can't see this. Is this near you, Drill?
Yeah, he's
you can't see it because it's around the corner from
to
you.
the west of me.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. He
Or
doesn't
to
have
the
time to.
east.
He doesn't have
Or
time to
the
tell you
east
that.
of me.
Let's try not to metagame. So this guy shows up.
I'm just saying, you could definitely tell where I'm looking. Ah!
Well, you don't even see him coming. He's got advantage from that too. He's got so much
No, I just can't
advantage.
see that, yeah.
It's crazy. But what this guy looks like, so this is what the thugs look like. I'll share those with players just so you guys can see that. They got their hand crossbows, their swords, and their
Thug.
leather armor. They also have tiny little shields. This guy is apparently their captain, and he looks like this. He's a little meaner looking. He's got his little beard pointing out of his.
I like
Got
him.
the little goatee rocking there, and he's dark brown with his plate armor with a chain popping out, and he strikes out at you several times, and he has advantage with this attack, and you are now an 18 armor class.
And he misses.
He misses with his first swing with a 15. You actually sidestep it. He's not really wearing any armor. You're just tough and badass.
Bounce off his
Attacks
before him off.
again.
Damn.
And pew. Oh,
This
yeah.
time he hits you,
There it is.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
and he's going to get you for a whopping 7 damage, which you only take half of. Slash.
Three.
Is that 4 or 3? That's
This,
4.
however, is a
Round down.
distracting
It's
strike.
3. 3 round down. 1, 2, 3.
So the next attack roll against you will have advantage if it's from somebody other than him. He already has advantage on you. He is then going to make a bite attack at you.
Nom 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 nom.
Do we have to take a bite attack?
Don't be
Oh,
the
it can
cheese.
be. So he's not going to bite you because he's better with this. He's going to do that,
Be the cheese.
Mhm.
Hits.
and that will hit you again. Slash slash. This time it's 10, so you will take 5 piercing damage as he hits you with a 24.
Yeah.
Blood flies off you finally. He's like, ha ha, who is laughing? Not knowing you have your own little host of people, and all these rats are pouring in. He's like, who's laughing now? And now it is wait for it. His buddy, who had come up and was pausing like this and doing was holding his short sword attacks, waiting for his pack buddy to show up. So now he is attacking you with advantage. That is the thug with his short sword. He attacks you 3 times with his short sword. These guys are fast, and he has advantage because of his pack attack buddy.
Not
He
that
also,
bad.
his first attack had advantage anyway because of his other thing his buddy gave him. So there's so much advantage going around, but it didn't help him. He missed like a champ. So then he attacks again. Swords are just flying. You are in the thick of it all. This time he hits you with a 23. This little short sword action. It's 7, so you're only going to take 3 because these are non-magical. And then he makes his lash short sword attack. Oh, wait. I take that back. He also does,
Bite.
because he's a sneak attack little bastard, he also gets you as you're distracted for another. Once again, is 6, so you only take 3 more from his sneak attack from his short sword. Then his final attack attacks you. And he is going to miss. So now it is Ezreal's turn. Sorry, Ezreal.
Time for the
Now it's your
vengeance
turn.
of the desert.
You hear swords whipping around, steel on steel. You hear the cackling and chittering of wererats, which you have fought before. You
Cackle
can
and
actually
counter
probably
cackle.
see some of them through the doorway.
Drop the fireball.
3, 4. Yeah, I can see. Now that I have this angle, so this doorway right here is open to the east, right?
Yep, the doors are open. Whatever you can see through at the moment.
All right.
You could try shooting through a window if you can see through it, but
is
it
this
might
guy
affect it.
still actually? Did you make his check to see if he's still restrained or not?
Oh, I did not. So I will do that now.
Yeah,
It's a
just do
wisdom
that.
check.
That doesn't really affect too much, but it affects a little bit.
He says, I can't understand what's freezing me in my place. The moon has more sway over me than normal. He is frozen in place. His little wererat knees are locked in place by your moon powers.
Is her
Uh,
night, and you will fear her light. Monstrosity, and I will burning hands these two. Especially the one who has a -2 to his dex
Sure.
save.
Yeah, you can get both those guys, no problem. And that guy is restrained, so he has disadvantage or fails automatically?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right. So the
He's gonna do it
disadvantage
first
guy
level.
makes his dex save.
And I'm gonna get out the doorway. Don't worry.
Go ahead and roll your damage while I'm doing this.
Oh, yep. Got you. Gotta go back to that sheet.
He is going to miserably fail it, and his buddy, who does not have disadvantage, tries to die, roll out of the way. He does. He's fast. So the guy to the east,
All right.
or
It's
the
gonna be
upper part.
12 because of my elemental adept. My one.
So
become a
12.
2.
So the guy frozen in place takes 12 fire damage, which he seems to take the full amount. He is not yet bloodied yet. And does the other gentleman only take half?
He only takes half if he makes it.
All right. So the wererat
then-
to the top of the map or the east is going to take 6 fire damage.
All
He
right.
is
I will
not
do
seen
that.
happy, but he is not deterred. Do you have anything else going on, Ez?
No, I am good for right now. That's what I'm going
All
to
right,
do.
the guards go finally, or at the top of the round. So this guard comes running up to the gate that is actually closed, and he starts fumbling with a key. And he looks through the gate and sees that his buddy is the other guy is down, and then
he's actually pinned to the wall.
oh, he's pinned. Well, yeah,
He's
even
not
even
down.
even
He's not
even
down.
more group.
He looks fine.
He's upright.
He's standing there like
he doesn't
having a
look
cigarette.
fine. His arms are slumped. His weapons on the ground. He's pinned to the wall. It does not look fine to
Oh,
him.
what if he rolls a 1 on perception? I'm just saying.
His passive perception is not that bad.
Okay.
He can actually see. Oh yeah, because the light. Oh, because he can't see because the wall though. Because the wall's not there, so he can't see the other gentleman's down. He is going to make a quick object interaction. So he unlocks the gate and steps in here. Now he sees his buddy is down, and he is going to
I'm making little noises from the roof.
He's this guy has standards. He has morals. He was thinking about leaving when he saw his two buddies, but I said, no, you see him with conversation in his brain, and he's actually gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going for the door, and he's yelling, "We're under attack! We're under attack!" And as he runs by, he sees through the window and the melee in the tower, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, we are under attack."
That's good. He gives me some good insight on what's happening in the tower.
That's actually the only guard left. Everybody else is dead. So that is the guards. That moves us to Cal.
Okay. How high up is this window outside here?
That window is only it's ground level roughly, so it's probably like 4 or 5 feet off the ground because it is a bigger building.
So being stealthy.
So right now you're 5 feet up, so you're not stealthily at this point. You've been fighting.
Oh, I'm not
You
stealthy
can
anymore.
go stealthily if you want to move half your speed because they are. Everybody's focus seems to be on the moment on what's going on in the round or the tower, we'll call it portion.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to climb in stealthily, you're just outside the ore, so you will not get that. Oh, speaking of that, Drell, you need to make like 4 different concentration checks on your pass without trace.
Oh, I think I dropped that.
Oh, you dropped it? Then you don't have to
When
worry
you
about it.
rage, you can't spellcast.
Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove your aura then.
Yeah.
So that's no longer up.
Are the windows? Can I get through a window, or are they not accessible?
They're glass, and they don't look like they're intended to open, but they're not very thick glass, and they have like soft metal that created the frames.
Okay.
So you can try to just bust it open, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look like there's an easy way to open it for like.
I'm gonna go stealthy again.
Okay.
26, and I'm going to.
Yeah, that's pretty stealthy. So you can only move half your
through
movement
this
if you
window
want
to
to.
see what I can see. Okay.
You can look through the window and see exactly what you can see through the window. So you can see those two guys there. You can see into the tower. You can move yourself a little bit around.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what
want.
I'm doing. I'm moving myself around the window.
Yeah, so you can like
see,
yeah.
I can see. I see what I see there. Okay.
Yeah, so you see another door is open, and it seems like there's even more coming through that other door. So there's a little tiny room in front of you, basically, with a couple round tables. Looks like they eat and play cards there. Those are like immediately up against the wall where the window is. Directly across from you is a door that's open to the tower. The tower has looks like their office space for this warehouse. There's several desks in it with a variety of paperwork and small chairs around it. There is a stone spiral staircase in the center of the round room going down. You can see a massive melee at the southern door, which is where everybody in your party is headed in, as Aurelius and Drell. There is you don't see the captain from where you are, but all the rest of them are in leathers and have the small bucklers, working hand crossbows and short swords. It sounds like there's 2 more at least off to your right. If you're facing down, they're off to your right through that other door, like headed into that same small room. There is a door right here that I'm pinging. Ooh, I'm not pinging.
Can you ping it for me?
It's to the north or towards the
Yeah,
left
I
side.
can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that. Where
so that's the other door that into the place. You could also
but
just
I can't see what's in that room right now, right?
currently no. Not from where you are.
Because of the way the other way that room.
I can put your token in a middle position, so that'll give you your best visual.
Yeah, that's where I was looking before.
Right. So you can see, kind of see the rat in the tower, and you can see 3 rats they're like clamoring over. One of them is kind of doing the shooting through the door. You know, he's got his buckler on, but he's holding the base of the crossbow, trying to use the cover. And the other ones are kind of trying to shoot around him.
Okay. All right.
So what
I see when I get to see. I'm going
they don't seem to have noticed you. What's that?
I'm going to continue moving down this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. Half movement, right?
If you want to stay stealthily, yes.
Yeah, so I'm staying stealthy.
Okay.
I'm going there for my bonus action. I'm going to.
Well, you can interact with the door as just part of your movement.
Yeah, it's okay.
This door is probably like 4 feet off the ground. If you notice, but you're flying, so it doesn't affect you.
I was already
There's
5
steps
feet
up to a little platform there. It's kind of like a concrete set of steps up there, or stone steps.
Yep. Oh, I'm.
So are you done?
I am done. My bonus action is to shift. I am going to shift.
Okay, so go ahead and mark yourself as shifted. We'll put. I'm going to put a shift marker on here.
Here, I got it.
No, I'm going to put it on the. I'm sorry, I'm putting it on the round counter.
Oh.
Just so we can keep track of your shift rounds, because you only get 10 of them. No, cancel that.
I'll mark that myself on my own. Okay.
That didn't add it. Oh, I didn't label it. Here we go.
9 temporary.
All right, so we'll get rid of this one, and we'll move shift up. I'm going to move the shift up to just after your turn.
And I currently
I'll
have a
just move it to
stealth
the
of
beginning.
26.
All right.
I'm going to keep track of my flight. I have a box where I can keep track of my flight, so I'm going to do that on my thing.
That's perfect. And are you done now, Cal?
I am done.
All right, Aurelius. You're where all the action is. The door is barely holding on its hinges. There's all kinds of fighting going on.
I drop a fireball right here, which should get everybody except for the iron rat. So I'm gonna drop a fireball right there in that area.
Yeah, it'll blow through the doors, the windows.
Hey, Namfoodle can see where the action is as the windows blow out.
All right, so I'm dropping a fireball. Dropping a fireball on
You're basically dropping it on the window.
You drop it right on the windows. 25 hit points, DC 16, Dex, and right at the window right there.
All right, the window explodes because the window takes the damage. So this window will mark as open.
That one rat is disadvantage because of that thing.
The restrained rat. Okay.
Yeah, restrained rat.
This guy, I'm going to give advantage because it's just shooting out the window, not really. So the guard is probably not going to matter. What's your DC on that bad boy?
16. Dex 16 dexterity.
Didn't roll, did it? Try that again. Oh, there it rolled. Just was on a delay. So he's not going to make it. So what was the full damage?
25.
So you see this fire come flaming out the northern window or the left window of the tower, just because it comes out. It almost comes out like a breath weapon because once it gets out, it expands a little bit. Yeah. And it just burns this poor bastard alive and he drops to the ground dead, the last guard. He's just like,
Ours would have been less painful.
He's like, alert. And he was actually, if you don't remember, the last thing he was doing was looking in that window going, oh my God.
Yeah, what is happening?
The fire caught him right in the face. All right, the restrained Wererat thug with the disadvantage on his roll. He's like, this is just not my day.
Tomorrow doesn't look good either.
Would have made it, except for his disadvantage. So he took the full, which was 25, we said?
25, yep.
He is now bleeding, but he is still standing, believe it or not. And then the Wererat just east of him, or just the top of him on the map, is got a normal dex save.
Softening up for our barbarian.
He is going to fail and take 25. He is now bloodied, I think. Yes, he's bloodied. And then somebody's arrow's in my way. Can you get rid of your arrow? can't see what I'm looking at. All right. So that should get those 3 guys in there. Those will be the last ones to get. The guy in the. Well, let's see. It was the one guy out of range. No, it'll get him. It gets him all.
20 feet. I don't know.
It's close. I'm going to give the back 2 guys. I'm going to give the back 2 guys advantage, but not the guy in the doorway. So it probably won't matter. But the guy in the doorway, his normal save said it was a 16, right? He fails. He's going to take the wrong thing. He's going to take the 25. He is not bloodied, but he is burnt and not happy. And then the other 2 have advantage. And the first one fails, and the second one fails with a 12, and the second one, best roll, is going to. One makes it. Woo!
Mary, he'll take
one to the left. He's around the corner. So that one makes the most sense that he made it. So
That's right.
he will take half damage. Minus 25. He will take 12. They're starting to question their life choices. All right. And are you done, Aurelius?
No. And then that was my spell. Then I'm going to step in here, and Fee's going to move through me and then teleport.
All right. Fee is small, correct?
Fee is small, correct.
So it cost her twice to move through you.
Yeah,
just to be twice.
She's going to teleport. She can.
Oh, she can teleport. Yeah. And the way it works is you can move. You can. Actually, it always costs it to move. If you're, just so you guys know, you can move through an enemy's token if they are either 2 sizes smaller than you or 2 sizes bigger. So like you can, but it still counts as difficult terrain.
No,
you can like run through the.
Do you have a weapon out, Azrael?
I do not at the moment.
Okay, so Fee's going to teleport right there, and then get her attacks off there. There will be advantage because.
Oh, how long is Fee around for?
1 hour.
Okay.
Unless I fail a concentration save. And chances of that happening are pretty slim. 17 hit.
17 does hit.
Okay. So this is broken down. It is 8 piercing and 4 force. So the piercing will be half damage.
All right. So she takes 8 total.
Yeah.
I mean, he takes 8 total. He's now, he was already bloody.
He's already bloody. But don't worry, Fee has a second attack. And it's going to hit. And that is going to be 13, going to be 11 points of damage with the piercing halved.
You already have it. All right. 11. He's still standing.
All
He's
right.
not happy about life, but still standing. Covered in blood.
And then Fee is going to move here to give Drell advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is Drell's turn. If you're done, are you done?
Oh, I'm done. Drell, would you like to finish these off, please?
You think I should be attacking down in this direction?
Well, if you kill this guy, you get a free attack on this guy, right?
Yeah.
You guys want to book? Do you guys want to book a conference room?
Ooh, John!
Oh, my goodness.
Ow.
I was just saving that one.
John. Oh. Yeah. Anyway,
But you
so
can't
I'm gonna
book one
attack
because
him.
they're all full. So make your turn.
I'm attacking him.
Which one?
Him.
Aurelius's
With-
puppet, are you?
Great weapon master.
All right.
Advantage.
With
I hope
advantage.
you miss with your great weapons. No, I don't really care. Go ahead, roll.
I hope
You have advantage.
I hope
You have
you grant
advantage.
some fears. What did miss? 21.
I know. I just got a 21. Is that good enough?
A 21 just gets him.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't. I'm pretty sure you don't have to roll damage, but go ahead and roll it.
I've got rat
Oh,
guts
come
all
on.
over me now.
So you're gonna get.
I only did 35.
So you uppercut this guy and split his face wide open as well as his rib cage, and he falls slumping down the stairs. I'm going to move him out of the room just because it's crowded in here. But he is
He's got
dead.
blood all over me now.
I'm going to throw him dead on the streets. You now get an extra attack because you killed him.
I do. So
So you still have 2
now
attacks left,
going over here, attacking recklessly.
and you're still using your great weapon thing on the
I
cam.
am not using my great weapon.
Okay,
Mastery, no.
but you are reckless.
Okay, but it is again
You have advantage.
advantageous.
and your
Yep.
normal plus to hit.
So
that will hit him.
27.
That will hit him.
For 29.
How about a 29?
That hurts him because your weapon is magical, but he is not bloodied yet.
No. All right. So one
But-
more.
Rip
One
through
more
like
of
his
those.
shield and his armor, knocking his shield aside, popping him up against the wall. He's like really thought he had the advantage to all your buddies poured in. That is going to hit 5. Yep.
And
Oh, only 20 points.
just 20.
He is now bloody.
Good.
Oh, one more round on that guy. I give you 6 more seconds to live, my friend.
I lick the blood off my axe.
I like that.
You lick his blood off your axe?
No, I don't. I don't do that. I don't do that. I
Hey, guess
pretend
who's
to
in
do
your
that.
Can you make me a constitution save, sir?
I pretend to do that.
Too late, my friend.
I don't know. He kind of said it.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like he
did say it. You kind of went. That's kind of a thing.
I was
for
going to
you.
give you a point of inspiration.
Don't worry.
for
Don't
saying
worry.
that.
It's not that hard to make.
You now have hepatitis B.
Yeah,
Those are
feel like
famous
that
last words.
got carried away.
Where at AIDS?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a
He's a
constitution
barbarian.
save.
That's not very nice.
I mean, you can have an intelligence save,
It
maybe.
did seem like the right thing to do.
He laughs it off.
You laugh. Yeah,
17.
you could. You
I'm
could-
lapping it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a second dose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like wiping it off and then wringing it into your mouth. All kinds of goodness. All right, are you done, sir?
Gargling.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
All
Yeah.
right. It is now their turn. So you hear there's some chatter going on in the room to the east, which is the top room. But none of them. So here's what's going to happen. This guy, he doesn't disengage with anybody if he slides here. So this guy that's poorly alive jumps off the desk and lands in front of.
Isn't he still trapped or no?
Oh, that's right. He is
It's restrained, yeah.
Can't do that. So you know what? The guy in the room. So the guy that's exposed in the door is going to fire at Drell, who he now has advantage on. Well, he has advantage because pack tech is, but you also recklessly attack.
Yeah.
So he's
That's
firing
why I
3
didn't
crossbow
care.
bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good tactical decision. He unloads on you one. He hits with a 22.
Yeah.
That is 3 more. Well, it's 7, but it's half because of your thing. You're
Yeah.
raging, so it's 3 points of damage. He fires again. The 18 is going to hit you. Got no cover where you are. So that is. Oh, and actually, he does. That guy does have cover. Yeah. So he's going to miss. You're +2.
Clatter, clatter, clatter.
So you're actually at a 20 right now, and then he's going to fire one more. That one hits the desk, basically. Forgot you have all that crap in between you. That'll get you with a 23.
Yeah.
So that is another 7. So basically another 3. Then he jumps out of the doorway and lets one of his buddies. So they're rotating Gatling gun fire now. So this guy jumps in the doorway and fires at you 3 times. I'm going to, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to just roll my dice here and speed this up.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any faster because of the advantage thing. So it would have been seemingly faster. All right, shoot, boom. Just going to fire out a bunch of these.
Ooh,
Boom.
ouch.
And I'll just solve them after Ali launches them all here.
That's how you do it.
So 3 go. He fires. Ooh, 2 crits. Bang, bang. He gets you twice with a crit. This guy likes you. So that's going to be, unfortunately, he only does 6 damage with his first crit. And with his second crit, he does another 6 damage.
Oh, good.
So you take
A
the
total
standard,
of 6, I
you
believe.
take the status quo again with that guy. And then he jumps out of the way and lets his third buddy in, who then does the same thing.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
20 does hit you, actually.
Yeah.
So one hit out of that. Thunk.
Why doesn't he?
And so that's another. So 3 is the average here. Then he jumps out of the way, and this 4th guy comes running through the door.
What?
He stands in the doorway using the cover, and he will be the last one firing at you, sir.
As like a well-oiled machine.
I'm like a pin cushion over here.
Well, you avoided it for a full round.
I did.
Yeah,
I'm not
stop
playing it.
that
I'm
soon.
just observing.
I'm just gonna do the math.
This last guy is like he sees all the massacre in there. Seems a little shaken by it.
Yeah.
Oh no! His final arrow. He finally gets it together with his final bolt, and he keeps the status quo of 6 points, which will be 3. So yeah, we could have just gone with 3 with everything. And then this guy.
That's no.
At this point, by the time you get 30 hits on you, you might feel nervous.
You lick your own blood too?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I pull
so
out
you
one of
Nam.
the quarrels and I go.
Nam, you
"Ah."
see this other guy come running out of the.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Is he fleeing?
No, he slides up under this thing, not knowing you're up there. So he does have some cover from these crates, and he's also up against the wall below the window at the moment,
Yeah.
readying his crossbow.
Why does he have that ninja symbol on him?
Because he thinks he's a ninja. He was stealthing at one.
Ninja.
He was stealthing at one point. He is no longer stealthing. So it is your turn, Nam.
Let's see. All right. And is he near a window? Is that what I'm seeing there?
There's a broken window there. That's where the fire shot out of. And so he is crouched below the burnt open window.
Now,
But he has right now he's crouched right up against those things. So he has +5 to his AC.
now, does he not know I'm here? Do I have advantage shooting him?
No, because you're not hidden. You've been firing. You didn't spend any time hiding.
Okay. Then I shall shoot him.
His battlefield awareness tells you that you're.
Now, he looks a little more, he's a were-rat, right? So he looks like he's a little more.
He is a were-rat, yes. Yeah, he's. So far, they've been a little hardier. Remember, several of them survived fireballs and axe chops and stuff before they died. Not that you saw any of that.
Yeah. So what we're going to do
they look very similar. They look very similar to the were-rats you fought, the Gulema's were-rats in in Warehouse 3 when you went to fight the Dark One. So you have fought these guys. They're not easy prey.
Let's shoot him. I'm gonna my first arrow is gonna be one of the cool arrows with the sort of the sand in the shaft. So I'm gonna fire.
Okay, so that works. He does have leather armor, so it will slow him up with those do damage before they
It
explode.
also says it does damage.
Yeah.
And it'll reduce his speed, and he's got to make a constitution saving throw. He becomes blinded.
Oh, that's right. He can become blind. That's true.
Yeah. So let's do that because it's
So all good.
I got
Yep,
10 of
those are
these
all
things,
good.
and it probably
Fire away.
Now, are they
Like I said, he
or
is.
did they not break? Are they just like every other arrow?
What's that?
Are they one?
Oh, the sand ones are gone when they shoot.
Okay, that's fine. I got 10 of them. Why don't
Yeah,
you-
they powder into sand when you shoot.
So we're gonna fire a sand arrow at this guy. Here it goes.
All right.
That's a 21.
That just hits him with the cover he has.
Ooh, it's the
Skims along the crate and catches him right in the side of the head. Poof.
All right.
Sand goes everywhere.
Let's do damage first.
Yeah,
of
how
all.
much damage does he take?
Here we go. He's going to take 11.
So that cuts across his period, like it explodes, but it really shreds his ear on his right side.
Is he bloodied or no?
Okay, yeah, God no.
Okay.
He's not bloody.
That's good to know.
Van Gogh'd him.
Yeah. and then,
Does he now he gets a save, right?
Got to make a. Yeah, he's got to make a.
And what's his movement modifier?
His speed is reduced by 10 feet until he cleans or removes his armor.
All right, I'm going to put his speed at -10. Oops.
It doesn't say it has to be metal. It just says joints of,
No, yeah,
of metal armor.
It's I think it's mostly description, but yeah. All right. So it's just fluff. And then what does what's the blind save or?
He's got to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's not him. He is going to attempt to make one. Not really his thing. He makes it though with a 13, right?
All right. Well, let's shoot him again.
Not blinded, but he
we're
did take
down
the
one
damage.
sand arrow.
You have another arrow you want to shoot at him?
I do. So we're going to be down one sand. I got to reduce my arrows here. Hang on a second. These sand arrows don't last forever. And then, hang on. I got one more. Oh, there we go. Oh, and the arrow of grabbing is not one use, right? That's a good one. Are we gonna?
No, those can be if they don't break. Those kind of they only like survive on a 5 or 6. They're pretty. They go
They
through
only
a lot
survive
of
on a 5 or 6.
yeah, because they go through a lot of rough stuff.
They do a lot of damage though. So maybe
Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
I feel like it feels fun. In
right.
for a penny. Although I could do bursting, but I'm afraid he's too close to the window and I might damage my friend. So let's shoot him with a arrow of grabbing here.
All right, roll the hit. Remember, he's still hidden back there.
Yeah.
Being blind would have helped you because you would have had advantage. But
yeah, that's a shame. Here we go. Fire in the old arrow of the arrow of grabbing here.
so this black arrow with this really barbed, bulbous head on it fires forth from your bow.
The 24
nails him so right in the meat of his shoulder over his shield.
Right. So first he takes regular damage, which is the usual. So here we go. He's going to take another 12.
Oops.
And then he's got to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
He's not bloodied.
All right.
A DC 17 Constitution save?
A DC 17 Constitution saving throw, yes.
I bet he's wishing he was a ninja now.
He completely fails that with a whopping 3.
All right. Well, then he's going to take 4d6 damage, and the arrowhead is lodged in his flesh. And he can't move farther away from me now because he's latched on. I crank the other end around a little bit of this building.
That's right. So he can't go through the window now.
Yeah. So here we go. So he's going to take 4d6 additional piercing. So here we go. We'll do that real quick. 14 more points of damage.
So this is all part of a magic arrow too. So that's going to be 14 damage.
Yeah, all my damage is magical because
he is now bloodied. Oh, that's right, because you're special.
All right. And then as an action, I can start pulling him in, but he's gonna have to try.
Are you done? Now that you've got your fish on your lure?
Yeah, I've lured him in. He's on my hook. And
he's definitely in a bad situation. All right. It is the Captain Wererat's turn. He's not happy about his situation at all, but
that's too bad.
And Drell's not even bloodied, even though he's got corals they're not really stuck in you very far because you're just such a tough badass. But there's all these little cuts and all over you, and he's just like that's not gonna save him.
It feels like summer rain.
Is he looking like he wants to run?
Drell's covered.
He does look like he wants to run, but something is stopping him from running.
Yeah.
And he's going to attack 3 times.
Save the charge. I'll save the charge.
Drell's covered in blood and sweat, and the sweat smells like Old Spice.
He only has advantage because of the.
He has advantage because of the reckless attack by.
All right, I was making sure you didn't have double advantage. I'll use one of my warding flares on his first attack, so he's just gonna have straight up.
All right. Now I got to re-roll it because his first roll was actually a hit, but I will re-roll it.
Sorry, I don't have the window. I can't pop the window up with the dual thing. I just don't have space.
He will re-roll it. He's going to crit on this re-roll, so it's going to be all worth it.
I won't.
He misses with his. Does he have advantage? He can get advantage on these attacks, though, right?
Yeah. There's just one attack I can do for a reaction.
All right. What is it? You put a blinding light in him or something?
Yeah, I'll pop up the text real quick.
He just misses with his second attack. Drell bats it aside.
Don't be afraid, my friend.
He's still wiping the flare. He's still wiping the flare from the moon goddess out of his eyes. Oh, he does get the crit. I spoke just a little bit late.
Yeah.
And he's going to do 9 piercing damage, which is not magical, so you only end up taking 4. Another pink to the mighty barbarian, who's just cut in all kinds of places. All right,
the embrace of the desert comes for us all, my friend.
He's like,
fear not. It is war.
You hear me?
Slightly gritty.
He's not talking to you, Drell. He's talking on his breath. He's like, I could have used a whole lot more rats. Oh my God, I could have used a whole lot more rats. It is now.
There's no such
Azrael's
thing as
turn.
Enough rats here.
Azrael, it is your turn, sir.
This is the spot that shifts down, correct? This spot.
This is. It goes under this ledge right here. So you start walking down over here.
All right, so I couldn't move over
spiral
this gap.
down. So that's its deepest is right there on that edge.
So moving over this gap would have to be like difficult terrain, or would it?
You could do an athletics check to just jump over it.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy too because your jump isn't that hard. I mean, it's not very far. It's less.
Sure. Sure.
Well, you can if you want to be a hero.
No.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have
no.
been a hero. All right, so you're not really going to take any damage. It's not very fall down, but it's going to cost you difficult terrain to climb out of there.
Has the bottom of the stairs.
I'm like, I've got this, and I just trip over the side of it immediately.
All right, so it probably takes you to move that one square. Probably took you. We'll call it 3 squares, just because of the whole fall
That's
down.
fine. I think this is
So
going to
you have
happen.
3
Anyway.
squares
This
left.
guy does get attack opportunity.
Oh, he gets attack of opportunity. Well, he's going to take it because he doesn't.
He has disadvantage. So, or actually, no. Wait. Roll a save. Roll a save to make sure if he does or doesn't. That should happen at the end of his turn.
Oh, right. Well, he hasn't gone yet. Did he?
He went before though. He didn't do anything. He was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, make a save. It's a wisdom save, right?
I feel like it's just fair to keep that going.
No, that's
got a
right.
lot to handle.
Nope, he does not make his.
All right, so
save.
disadvantage
He's
attack.
still frozen. He splashes out at you.
AC 22.
He's going to double crit. So that'll be that.
Or not.
He does not. He gets a 17 and a 22.
He would have hit me if it was
17 does not hit you. So he skims across your armor as you climb up and down out of the stairwell.
As I clunk over, I'm gonna Radiance of the Dawn. So this is a 30-foot radius centered on me. And I will pop up the text.
What does
make
that
sure
do?
It does. This is my channel divinity.
Gonna get all those poor rats packed in there like sardines. Probably get that guy outside the
total
window.
cover for me. It does not affect him, so it won't affect all of these rats. I don't think it wraps around.
Starting at 2nd level, you can use your channel divinity to harness sunlight, banishing darkness, and dealing radiant damage to your foes. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and any magical darkness within, which there is none, is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution save. Creature takes radiant damage. It just says a creature that has total cover is not affected. So,
all right. So yeah, if you want to
the ones you can't, ones you can't see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The ones I can't see.
So you can see, you can see 3. The one outside the window to the north or to your left, and then the 2 up through the doorway.
Yep.
So they take. So do they make a save or is it
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution save.
Or take 14.
Ooh.
All right. So the one outside the window makes it, and the other 2 north of you are.
They take half if they make it.
So the one outside the window takes, and it was what was the total? 14.
14.
So he takes 7. He's looking messed up there on the end of Nam's rope, and then this guy takes.
Like my
14.
rope. Add a little rope there.
And he was not hit yet, 14, but the one behind him is now bloody. All right, and you got anything else, Az?
I'm going.
Doesn't
to
it get the 2 guys inside with us?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we forgot about those guys. So the guy it's Constitution save, so he will not have disadvantage on that. I was too worried about the guys who you could see. He's going to make it, so he takes
7
half, which is 7. So the restrained guy is still kicking, even though he probably doesn't want to be. And then the captain makes it and takes 7 as well.
Good roll. What are you going to do?
They do not look, the radiant energy, more moonlight. They seem extra offended by your sudden moonlight.
Just because it's funny, I'm going to bonus action healing word Drell for 8. So I undid like 4 of their attacks.
All right.
It was only 3.
It's only 3. Yeah, that's fair. It does bad rolling too.
This is the 2nd round of your shift.
I love this mask.
So, Cal, what are you going to do up there?
I'm going to continue to move stealthily down to this next window here. And I'm going to look in this window.
Okay, go ahead and look.
Yeah, so here I am. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing what I did before, peeking through the window to see what I can
I'll
see.
push you in the center so you can see the best. You look through that window, you see a multi-platformed or multi-leveled warehouse where there's stairs going down to a deeper area. There's crates all about. There's actually a crane on the other side of the platform from where you're sitting. You can see all the other windows out there, but you don't see any activity in this area at this particular time.
Okay.
Sounds like all the activity is to the south or to the left of you.
All right. In which case, I'm going to go back to this door here.
Yep.
And I'm going to, is it locked or unlocked?
It is locked.
It's locked. So I'm going to use my tools to unlock it.
Sure. Give me a use. So what you do is click on your thieves tools and use Dex when it asks you what ability.
Yeah. Whoop.
You pop that thing like it was never locked in the first place. So I will unlock it. And do you want to open it?
Yes, I will stealthily open it and
I'll pop it open for you. So you're still moving half movement. We'll just keep your stealth. We'll do the 3-turn thing for now. You haven't done anything. So you're still pretty high in stealth. I think it was a 20 something, 21 or something.
6 or something like that. Yeah.
So all right, if you have any movement left, feel free to. You will have to lower to yourself to the ground because they passed through the door. But
I think I have 5 to 10 left because it was only about 10
all right,
to get to that.
slide on in. So probably when you come in here, this is another room filled with barrels, crates, a variety of barrels, crates, some small baskets. To the south, which is your left, if you're facing down now on the map, you probably can see that open door and all of the rats packed in there. And you can also see a window across from you, which you may be able to see out of. And there's also an open door to the west down here, which you can probably see several dead bodies, and you might even be able to see you can see the edge of the other were-rat that has got a grappling or a cable buried into his shoulder that he's trying to fight against.
Yeah.
So do you have anything left or?
I think that's all I got. My movement, my action was to open the door, right?
Okay. Then it is Aurelius's turn.
All right. I am going to take a booming blade attack on the one that has got the mask on him. Okay, first. Actually, let's do a regular attack on him.
All right, swing away.
No, just a regular attack, not a booming blade. All right.
You do not have advantage on him in your current position.
Nope, I do not have advantage on him. And I can't really get advantage on him. So 17 hit?
That will hit him.
Okay, so just
It's
regular.
a magical scimitar, so he will take the full. You actually, he's trying to move his feet, and he kind of looks up from his feet. He's also trying to fend off Fee with his shield, and you just cut him right across the throat, and he just slumps to the ground dead.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Next.
I'm going to throw him outside dead
right.
because, once again, there's a lot going on.
I am going to move. Let's see.
So there are furniture desks and stuff around there.
If I'm here, do I get does drill get advantage, or is not quite the same angle?
There's this partition thing here, so it'd be squeezing.
Okay,
so you would end up giving yourself. That's why the part of the cover that the rats have been firing.
I'm gonna actually. You know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna do is I can see this guy here.
Pretty tight here.
Let's finish my attack. This guy is gonna get a booming. Not booming blade. A Toll the Dead on him.
So the ones that you can see closest to you.
I can't roll well on that one, huh? Yeah. So this guy's bloodied right here.
Oh, the guy behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only DC 16 Wisdom. It's only 6 points.
All right. He fails. So
He'll take 6 points.
Grabs at his ears as the bell toll, shakes his head.
And then I'm going to move myself. Bada bing. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to here next to this window. As far as that,
There's a either you're not flying or anything, right?
I know, nope.
So you either have to use double movement or try some sort of acrobatics to get across the stair areas, or it's going to cost extra movement to move.
I just acrobat over there because I'm awesome with the 23.
Yeah, that's no problem whatsoever. You basically can aerial over it, so you don't like one of those cartwheels with no hands.
I get an advantage while I'm singing, so that I get to
right, exactly. You're pretty nimble on your
I
feet.
zip over there, and then Fee. What are we going to do, Fee? Fee is going to fly in here into this area, and she's going to strike those two the
That is
guy
actually
directly in
up
front
there.
of her. Ready? So Fee's gonna attack the person directly
She can attack the one that's there.
directly in front of her. It's just normal roll. Gonna be AC 19.
That'll hit.
That is going to do 12 and 3. So,
So
that's
9 damage.
So 9 damage. She gets her second attack, which is going to miss. And then she is going to teleport. She's going to teleport. Oops, I just closed the door. She's going to teleport. Wink. Back here. Just like that.
Okay.
Can she teleport here? No, she can't teleport. Right there. No, I'm not.
She's smaller, so sure.
Okay, so
It's not necessarily a flanking though, because it's not the right square.
Okay, so she's going to teleport.
You'd have to actually be in the wall to get the actual flank.
Gotcha. So she's going to teleport. We won't get the flank, so she's going to teleport.
No, she can't really get the flank.
So she's going to teleport.
Don't worry. All is well.
I'm not worried. I figured you'll kill them and then move into the door, but I can always come up and help you in a minute. All right. So
All right, are you done?
That's everything there. Yeah.
All right, it's Drell's turn.
Excuse me. Sorry, I don't like to take death lightly. I am attacking
Take it heavily.
recklessly with all the recklessness of a desert storm.
26 will hit.
And I hit with a 26.
And what damage do you do, sir?
What damage do I do?
So 31. You bury your
I
axe.
do 31.
The axe splits open the chest piece of his plate mail, rips through the chain, and just right into his heart, and he just stops beating and slumps to the ground on you.
I
Your
crack
axe you
him
can
open.
pull out as he falls down.
What's crazy is you get an extra attack because of that.
Yep.
Now
No, no,
I
he
have
didn't.
2
Oh,
more
yeah, because he's still.
attacks.
Yeah, the great weapon thing doesn't have to be using great weapon.
He's
Right.
dead, correct?
Yes.
He is dead, sir.
So
I just got to
then-
put a marker on him.
What? 2, 3.
If you go,
Or
if you go the
5.
most, if you go the quickest route, everything costs double because you're climbing over a partition, you're breaking through a partition, climbing over a desk.
Yeah. Why not? Who cares?
Yeah.
So just so you know, it actually
Yeah.
looks pretty cool because this is like this is
I-
a flimsy little
I
wooden
got it.
partition thing, and you just kind of
Oh,
bash
there's a
through
lot
that.
of rats here.
Yeah, you bash through that, step
Yeah.
over the desk, and land in the
Yeah,
doorway.
there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll double. I nimbly jump over desks and partitions and like I hate cubicle farms.
There's papers
And
flying
this
everywhere.
guy
Wood
here.
pieces of cheap wood are flying around. All right, go do your attack. I assume you're still gonna attack.
I'm still attacking recklessly. I am now going to use my great weapon mastery and show them how it's really done. Maybe. An 18.
And 18 will hit.
All righty.
So roll the damage.
No divine fury, however.
Oh.
So you just get your rage.
Just a 19.
So yeah, 19.
Yeah.
He is still standing. He is definitely bloody
Whatever.
and looking worse for wear now.
All right. So my
And
bonus
he just saw
attack.
you slaughter his captain too. So there's definitely fear in the eyes of this little rat pack here.
I hit him with a 20, I think.
Well, a 20 will hit, yes.
Yeah. So how about a 25 points of damage?
All right. That is going to kill this guy. So he is gonzo. He drops to the ground and heap as you cleave through him, right in front of all of his friends.
Refresh.
I look at these guys and I say, "Hello, boys. Meat is back on the menu."
Want to step in the middle of them or not?
No, I don't have any more movement.
Okay.
If everything
Right.
was double, it took me all my full movement to get there.
Are you done,
Although
sir?
it would have been dramatic.
Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. It's their turn. They are going to they didn't really notice Cal. They're going to slash out at you and try to fight this to the death. One thing I forgot when I was doing all the damaging was their sneak attacks. So you got lucky. So hopefully they'll make them from here. They got advantage on you because this guy's actually a little close. And the other guy's going to fire down the middle. So they're all going to unleash on you. First, we're going to start with short swords. The 3 short swords attack from the one on your left.
Just roll all 9 of them and then do damage.
I could do that.
Just 1 hit.
And then the other guy will go, the other short sword guy on the other side.
They roll like Judd.
Oof. A lot of 17s.
I know, just missing.
Just 1 short.
Yeah, nothing. And then the crossbow, the guy from the center is going to fire his crossbow.
You got 1 hit so far.
I know, out of with advantage. Oh, there's another one.
They should use their crossbows more often.
Maybe they're the same. They're the same roll. And you can see they're doing about
Apparently they are the same roll. They're all crappy.
Wow. Tough crowd.
Oh, there we go. So we got 3 hits.
3
So
hits.
the first short sword hit is actually going to do because they get to sneak attack. I forgot about
Were any of those shots
Jason.
this guy?
What's that?
He's dead.
Were any of the, is that guy dead?
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He actually
Oh,
is. He's actually not dead, but he should be
He's not
dead.
dead.
Yeah, you cut him down. He should be dead. I remember.
You
Yeah,
removed
since I'm
him,
still
but then
there,
he
yeah.
bounced back in.
Oh, he jumped back in. Is that what happened? All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
He
There
is
you go.
dead. All right.
Yeah, I was thinking about how to shoot me.
So the first hit to you actually does 15 piercing damage.
Take 7.
So that's 7, and
15.
then yeah, I forgot they have sneak attack, which I forgot with all those hits. So they actually their first attack on any hit should have got an extra 2d6 if anybody's adjacent to you, which he was, but that's all right.
Ouch.
So and then there was a second hand
2 more crossbows.
or 2 hand crossbows. The first hand crossbow,
2 crossbows. Yeah.
the first is, but they also don't add yet because this one also gets a sneak attack because it's his first one. So that one is actually going to be 11.
So
And then the last
5.
one is just a straight hand crossbow. So it's 11 before half. And then another 5. So another 2 on top of that.
2
You
plus
bloodied yet?
7 more
Ouch.
points of damage. You asked Rolf if he's bloodied?
Yeah.
Not even
Well,
close.
am I bloodied? No.
I feel like
I mean,
you've
I'm
taken-
bloody,
You're
but I'm
covered
not
in blood. Yeah.
bloodied. I am covered
They've
in
only
blood.
done 29 hit points to you. It feels like
They
they've
killed
done
them
more.
too, don't forget.
No, not 29. You've done 32, 42. You've done
that's right, 'cause they're all half.
43. Yeah. 43, which means you've actually done 86. That
Yeah.
you should make you feel really good about yourself. Oh, more than
I-
that, because Mask Man
okay,
gave me
so there's
8 more hit points. So
the one guy that you're holding on your fishing line, Nam, is going to shoot at you with disadvantage because you're at long
Yeah,
range.
bring it on. Yeah. Is he not going to move?
He's not going to try to get away from you because that would hurt. You have a 19 armor class. It's going to have to shoot really well. Not likely. Nope.
At least
He's just firing into the dark, basically.
Yeah, he is.
show me consistency. I like that. Pew pew pew.
Nope, nothing. I'm saving all my good rolls for the later. All right. That is that. So now it's your turn, Nam. You got this guy on the end of your hook.
Yeah, I can decide if I want to pull him towards me for 46 or shoot him twice for D8 plus 4. Kind of a tough choice. That's a tough
Use
situation.
the Mortal Kombat move.
Yeah, I kind of want to pull him just for the fun of it.
Yeah. Finish
Uh,
him.
I'm going to yank him because it pulls him 10 feet closer to me too. So
All
I'm
right,
going
does
to
he
yank
get a-
him.
does he get a
As an
roll or
action,
no?
I can pull him.
Does he get a roll?
Yeah, he's got to
Test
make a
roller?
DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
How does it feel like you pulled in by a lawn gnome?
Ooh, he makes his con save.
Oh, he does. All right. Then he doesn't move and he doesn't take the
You
damage.
pull yourself off the roof.
He basically grabs
no,
onto
wait.
the arrow.
If it succeeds, it takes 4d6 damage, but the arrow is dislodged. So I pull it out.
Oh, so you basically rips out.
Yeah.
So he still takes the 46. So how much did he take?
Oh, he wouldn't have taken damage if he failed. He would just pull 10 feet. So he's going to take, there we go, 14 points of damage. That's pretty good.
He rips out and he drops down to one knee. He's just barely hanging on to life, but he is alive.
And then, John, does that mean the arrow's okay because it ripped out of him, or is the arrow broken?
No, it's still a check. Just because it could, the half shaft could be
Here we
damaged.
go. Making the check.
Yeah, it breaks.
It
2.
broke when it came out.
That's a good one. That's a shame, but it was fun. So there you go. And he's in bad shape, right? But he's not dead.
He is not dead, but he's on death.
Probably not worth action surging because I still feel like the big boss man hasn't showed up. So I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do? The rope's gone. I'll get rid of my rope here, and I'm gonna take one. Ooh, I can see Aurelius through the window. Hey, Aurelius, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, brother?
I'm
Nice
gonna
to
take one more step here, just to
Okay.
kind of see what I can see through the window, kind of just checking for things. And I'm gonna stop there, but I already did my action, so I'm done.
All right, Az, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. This guy's barely standing. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
For the guy
DC
through the guy
15.
through the window.
Yeah, because I can see him. I'm gonna do Sacred Flame.
Flame.
He gets a whopping 9.
All right, he's gonna take this damage plus 4.
This
so
light
he
blue
takes 10.
flames rip from the sky, and he like kind of stands up on his like reaches out to the moon, and he just charred hunk of body just falls to the ground, just smoking. He's dead.
So, bam, Sacred Flame. Bam, Healing Word again on the Barbarian.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you healing worded him too. That's a big difference. That's 9 points.
Exactly.
another
So I'm gonna do
18.
another first level Healing Word. See if I can pull off a decent roll. There we go. There's another 7 back. Take back 7, Drell.
All right. Are you done, Az?
I am done.
All right. We are entering round 3 of shifting. Bet you're thinking twice about that move. And now it is Cal's turn.
Continuing my stealth, I'm going to move 5, 10.
Yeah, this is the last round of your stealth before we'd have to check again.
Yeah.
That works out. They have no idea you're there. They are totally consumed by the raging, blood-covered barbarian. And
chopping
his,
up
I'm hanging out here.
and
I'm
his,
gonna-
his,
I'm
his
gonna
moonlight
check the room to
wielding
see if
backup.
I see anyone else hiding in here. And
Do
I'm
you,
kind of hiding
you
myself.
want to use a bonus action as a perception check?
Yes.
All right, do it.
Oh, not so good.
It is a 12. You are not gleaning that there is anybody else hiding there.
Ah,
You think the room is clean.
alrighty.
It's about to get much dirtier.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned with with the chuckles of the barbarian and all the blood flying in the next room. I'm not concerned. So I'm going to hang here and hold my action in case an enemy comes from this way, comes up the
All right.
stairs or from someplace else to attack that enemy should they appear.
All right, Aurelius.
Can I crash through this window here?
The window's already blown
They're
out
blown
by
out
your
'cause you're
fireball.
fireball.
So you can jump through it.
So I'm going to jump through the window.
It'll be difficult terrain unless you want to acrobat through.
So I'm going to acrobat through because I'm dancing, and acrobats because I'm dancing. It's with advantage. I say, I will see you guys on the other side of the window. Thinking
So you dive through the window, shoulder roll to a standing position.
Yep.
So go ahead and put yourself on the other side.
so there is.
You do get a little bit of rat blood on you because there's a dead body there.
So 10.
Hey, you can see I've been doing some work out here.
So you can't see this square counts too,
25.
buddy,
Nam hasn't been sleeping.
Okay. So hold on. Let me ready.
because you can't dive diagonally.
I
through
can't.
them.
Okay. So 10,
Can't cut corners.
15,
I'm up
20,
to 4, by the way. 4 is
25.
not count.
30, 35. Ooh, is that door open?
Yeah, it's open. You should be able to see, right?
40 to there. Can I get to there?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, yep, you can go there. Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna hit this guy with a booming.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, here, I'll do it this way.
That'd
For you.
That'd be fun
Yeah, you
watching
can make.
this,
I
by
think
the
you can
way.
make. I think you're good. I think you're good. You have 35 movement?
I have 40 movement.
Oh, 40. Yeah, you're fine with 40. Yeah,
40,
perfect.
right?
So you come sliding into the room.
I see him about to hit this rat that I'm sizing up, and I yell, "Musa, no!"
All right, Musa, what are you doing?
All right. So we are going to hit this guy. We're going to do booming blade on him.
Which one?
The one with the bloodied one.
Okay.
Divide and conquer. That'll hit.
Yep.
And we're going to do that plus this. So he's going to take 9 magic flashing, 4 thunder. So he takes the whole thing.
So it takes 13.
13. And
he is barely hanging on to life in front of him. He's the explosion of the thunder, the slash across his chest.
I assume 13.
That is going to miss.
All right. Well, that's okay because
it brings up his buckler at the last moment. Clang! Fighting for life.
5, 10, 15. Teleport. Bink. Oops, I can't go to the door. Teleport. Bink. To teleport to there.
Why not?
He's going to take advantage attack. Fee's going to do
you are actually, the only negative is you're actually, well, I guess you're right there. You're fighting across the table. You got to watch the furniture when you guys move. Okay. There's a table right in your square, so
you tell
technically you're technically squeezing, but it won't affect Fee. So we'll let it go. You missed with one, you hit with one. It's fine.
That's right. We'll do it there. So Fee's going to strike him, and Fee's going to hit.
That'll hit.
One. He's going to do 12 points of piercing, which goes to 6, and 1 point.
Fee stabs her little short sword in the back of his head, and he just slumps to the ground dead.
All right. And that takes care of him. And then Fee is going to attack the one to the south. And that's not a regular attack. It's going to hit, though. Fee is going to do 13 piercing, so it's going to go to 6 to 10 points total on the one to the south. Or in this case, west. Or east. West. Yeah, west. West. And then
it's west.
And then...
He took 10?
10, takes 10.
All right. He is bloodied now.
And then she's got mirthful. So this guy's going to make a DC 16 wisdom save, or he's now charmed. So this
all
guy
right.
He's within 10 feet, so makes a wisdom save.
Not going to make it.
So he cannot attack myself or Fee unless he takes damage.
Oh, there's a big barbarian for him to attack, so I think he's okay.
I understand that. Yeah, but that's it. And there's my round.
All right. That brings us to the big barbarian.
I step gently into the room and I look at him sideways and I say, "Tell your friends I said hello when you see them next."
Is that, you say that's a bloody one?
And I do with the bloodied one, yes.
Can I be standing?
The one on the other side of you, Joe, goes, "I'm with these guys. They're like my best friends." Talking to the two that he's charmed with. I'm sure we can get along. I feel like we have common ground here. Minus
I
5
only get a
is
17.
A 17 hits though.
Oh, good. Well, that's kind of hurt. 28.
Wow,
that's minimum damage too.
That's still enough though. You cut him in twain, as Russ likes to say.
Oh, that's good. That gives me 2 more attacks over
the
on
old
this
twain
side.
death. He goes down like a
you're gonna
champ.
break my charm.
Yeah, he's gonna be no longer charmed.
There are body parts all over this place. It is like a murder scene.
We are the murder hobos.
I kept my guy
know
alive.
You.
Yeah.
21. 21.
That'll
Will that hit?
Yeah, that hits fine.
Well,
27.
27 points. Does that bloody him?
It does bloody him.
27.
You can take
He
the
is
charm
definitely
thing off.
bloody.
He's no longer charmed. Took damage.
And
he is praying that you. Actually, he kind of wants you to hit him at this point.
It's like ended. Oh, there's almost a crit.
Oh,
17
will hit,
again.
17 will hit him.
17. Sleep well, my prince.
Yep.
27.
And Yeah, you cut him right across the chest, it splits open, ribs exposed and everything, and he also falls to the ground. You also cut off the forearm on one arm as you followed through. You just get parts everywhere. He too is dead. I'm still throwing the bodies outside. Just
Throw rats, Dad.
2, 3.
There are dead rats everywhere in this place.
I'm
It's
like,
just like a
I'm
carcasses
like,
everywhere.
what happened out here?
There are between those two rooms, there are 6 bodies of rat, including the captain. There are 7 dead rat bodies just laying splayed around. Pools of blood. It's so slick in here and sticky. And we will finish out this round. So it was the rat's turn. There are none of those left. It is Nam Foodle's turn. We're going to stay in rounds so I can keep the count on the shifting.
I'm just going to hold my action in case anything else pops up, and I'm gonna give a. I had people's vision. Well, I can see through the window here.
That's an open door too, so you can probably see Drell.
So I signal, and I make a little whistle, and I signal. And I get. Oh, is it all clear?
Drell is absolutely, but this is not the first time you've seen this, but he is just head to toe covered in blood.
Yeah, he's probably not giving me a rational answer.
The easiest thing for you to see in the night is his bright white pearly teeth shining as he smiles.
Drell, how are we doing? Okay.
He doesn't seem to be answering you, I guess.
And I'll hold my action for the moment and
Looking around.
shoot any foes.
I thought
are
it was
you
going
done,
to be
Nam?
more fun outside.
As
1, 2, 3. Just because there's a window to the north of me, I'm just gonna lean my head out the window, see all the arrows, look up. I'm assuming if I look out the window, I can maybe see Nam Foodle.
yeah, if you lean out the window, you'd have to lean.
Yeah.
But if you lean out the window, you can see Nam. Nam recognizes your distinguished cloak and mask, and hopefully doesn't shoot.
I just use the mask with him, just a thumbs up.
I give you a little the high sign there, a little salute.
Yeah, I just give a little wave,
All
thumbs
right.
up, and then I poke my head back in, just let him know that we're good.
All right. All right.
All right.
And do boom boom.
Starting
and I can hear
round
my
4
movement.
of shifting.
All right, I'm done.
Cal. Oh, go ahead and finish your movement. Yep.
I just finished my movement. I'm good.
Cal, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stealth roll again. Oop. Oh,
my.
Goodness. Being as stealthy as I am, I'm going to continue to move 5. How high up is this platform from the downstairs?
It's about 8 feet up.
So I'm going to move myself over here and then down to that lower level, stealthily heading behind those boxes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, again, make a perception check to see what I see.
Sure.
With, I'm going to use my inspiration on this one. So I'm really interested to see what's going on down there. Oh my Lord.
Ooh, you almost did really well, and then you didn't with a 12.
Jesus, sorry.
Yeah, you can with a 12 you can make out all your compatriots that are just stomping around.
Yeah.
And you can still hear the gurgling of blood. But that's about
Do
it.
I see anything outright down here?
No, you're seeing what you see. There's no more bodies. Nobody's moving except for there's movement to the south, which you're not hearing any battle cries anymore, or growling noises from the rat folk, or even like squealing, because they were squealing as they died. There was a lot of squealing over the last 12 to 18 seconds. So are you going to do anything else?
I'm just going to hold my action.
Yeah, so far the
to
only
attack.
exit you guys see out of this room is the giant stone staircase spiraling down.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my action in case there's anybody hiding. But I'm
Okay.
just going to attack anything that comes out of the darkness.
All right, sounds good. Aurelius.
Any bad guy, that means.
I go, Drills, signal to Nam. We go down these stairs now. 5, 10, 15 to go through as 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to move to the top of the stairs and then collect at this point in time. You're going to hear Poncho squawk, Nam. 5, 10,
Right.
15, 20, 25, 30, go down 20 feet, 50, 60 feet, So he's gonna move to there, and he's gonna come here and ready in action to go down the stairs. And we're gonna. I said we move down now. Follow me. Then I'm gonna.
Oh, Drell, you should be. Your rage is on a similar count to the.
Well, it
The wild
goes
shape.
do damage.
I've had four
All right,
rounds
so
of it.
4. So so that's what I have him at too. So that's good. You're on the same count. All right, I'll just count it as the same. All right. So are you done, Aurelius?
Yeah, so I just gathered everybody to go down next round.
Okay, Drell, you hear Aurelius call out to you.
I heard. Oh, I can't get through there. 3, 4.
Yells to the narrator.
Yells to the gods that give him all his
I
power.
heard ya.
And here I slap him.
Slap who?
Sorry, Aurelius, I have to maintain my rage.
Take a point of damage.
So try and
You
hit
actually have to hit him for real damage. So
you gotta try and hit me.
yeah, you got to roll to hit him.
So what should I? Wait a minute.
You can punch him for your the minimum you can do is
Strike him hard,
the
man. Hit him really hard.
Yeah, the minimum you can basically do is your bonus on your strength. What's your strength right now?
Oh, I missed.
Well, you missed anyway, so you don't have to worry about it.
You couldn't bring yourself to do it.
I couldn't.
It was you just weren't. Your heart wasn't in it.
Oh.
All right. So, are you going to do anything else? You were at the head of the. You are at the head of the stairs, spiraling down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to use disadvantage to hit me too, unfortunately. So.
Oh, that's true because he's shifty. But you already rolled the lowest you can roll, so I don't feel like we need to roll a second. Are you done, girl?
Yep, I'm undone.
Nam.
All right.
You know what would be really useful right now, Nam? Is a Snow Fury cloak.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to make do with my Misty Step. So 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's 35 right through this window.
You can do that.
30. And the window's blown open, I assume, from the fireball. So
That that window would technically be blown open too. It was in the area.
But
so
I can see through it anyway, so you can.
Yeah, you don't have to. You just have to be able to see your
So I
location.
Misty Stepped right here. Wham! Well, the window's not letting me go through it. But
So I've
I
tried
just
this
opened it up.
twice.
wham!
I
There I am.
can't.
Oh, look,
I
everyone's going on the
can't
stairs.
maintain my. I can't maintain my rage by attacking a friendly.
Yeah, that doesn't
I
seem
have
really
to
close.
attack. Although I can ask a friendly to punch me, just for future reference.
I think that's all kind of shenanigans, to be honest with you.
I will do damage to you.
I have to take damage, and I don't have to hit the hostile creature. I just have to attack them, but they have to be hostile.
Oh, it's gonna be hostile. Okay. Yeah, we're fresh out of hostile.
No, the person hurting me doesn't have to be hostile. I either have to
You go
take
out and punch the guy
damage
who's unconscious outside.
or
Yourself-
attack a
Can
hostile
you flagellate? Can you just beat yourself?
I could,
Why
ooh,
don't
I
you just?
could.
Why don't we do this? Why don't, if you want to play that way, you just headbutt your. You can headbutt the wall for your strength bonus damage. What's your strength right now?
It's a +4, I think.
So you
I
take
think you
2
just have to
points.
role play how this is working.
So yeah, you have to do something. So if you headbutt the wall, you take 2 points of damage
I'll
after
do
your
it.
reduction. So you
I'll
take
do
2
it.
points. So basically, you have to. I'm okay with you taking 2 points of damage every round to keep your rage up.
Yeah, just in case.
Fair
You
You
know.
just have to keep, or you can hit your head with the flat of your axe. You know, whatever.
And do your axe.
I kind of like that one.
And do your axe damage.
No, because he's
Yeah.
just
And
he's
then
just
I crit
headbutting.
myself.
He's
and it
he's
flares.
headbutting the axe. He is not swinging it at his head.
Great weapon master. You're
All right, are you done, Nam?
I am. Well, I'm at the
All right.
stairs. I Misty Step through. So they're going down the stairs now. I see them right there.
Aurelius and Drell are standing at the top of the spiraling staircase down.
I'm right behind them with a bow. Said, I'm ready to join you, gents.
All right, Azrael, it's your turn.
Okay. 1, Nam's kind of at space, so 2, 3 to move through him. And then I'll get to here. I'm just gonna do a quick second level cure wounds on Drell. Keep him fresh. Because that never hurts. So cure wounds. Here's that. Second level coming at you. Roll well, roll well, roll well, roll well. That's okay.
12 points back.
12 points back, Drell.
4?
12.
Wow!
That's
I
like
could headbutt walls all day.
that's like 12. That's like four Wererat attacks.
Yeah,
All right.
24.
Are you done, Az?
I am done.
All right, we are halfway through our well, we're starting the first halfway round for our shift and our rage that we have going. Cal,
I'm going to continue to move around this room. Are there any other doors down here that I see?
there's doors outside.
Yeah, that lead outside.
You did hear Aurelius call out to Drell that you're going downstairs, just so you know.
Yeah.
But there's a door behind you right
Of
here.
course,
The doors
I
are
am
the doors.
downstairs at the moment, so I'm assuming they're coming here.
Nope. Yeah, well, you scouted out the place. You know there's a giant stone spiral staircase, which I told you about in the middle of the tower. So
Yeah.
you do know that's there, just so you know. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. There's a door here. There's a door here.
With the 28.
So there's
Those are
four
doors that
doors.
lead
There's
to
the
four
ground.
doors in those rooms. What's
Do
that?
those doors lead to the outside or they lead to other
Yeah, they
rooms?
all lead to the outside.
Okay.
Shockingly, the place that is unguarded doesn't seem to be where you want to go.
But with the 28 stealth, nobody knows where Cal is.
Yeah, nobody knows you're there.
Okay.
They don't. Nobody knows what happens to you. Nobody has
kinda
been
like
able to. Nobody's passive perception can clock where you are at this moment.
I guess I'll move towards where my compatriots were then.
There is some whispering whether you just bailed entirely on the entire operation.
You think he ran? Oh no, he's over here asleep.
If we can last 15 minutes, you could leave because you're not going to be here next week. So we can have you like stay guard at the top of the stairs.
Like I'm
He just
lost.
wanders
I'm lost
off.
in the upper levels.
All right.
I will move to I'm moving towards where the battle was since there was nothing going on down
Okay.
there.
Aurelius.
My full movement there.
I down the stairs.
So you're no longer stealthing?
I'm gonna stealth down the stairs.
No, I meant Cal. Are you no longer stealthing?
Not in this because there's no one here that I saw.
Right. I just wanted to double check.
And I think
So you guys kind of hear Cal's movement out there now. You hear somebody moving. You don't necessarily know it's Cal.
I'm going down the stairs, followed by Fee, obviously.
All right.
And I'm ready to attack anything that gets in our way. So down we go. Just like a toilet going down, flushing to the bottom.
All right. I'm going to.
That's
move
what I was
you-
thinking, Joe. It's just like a toilet.
But you know what? The stairs are going the wrong way. It's obviously
Well,
Australia.
a Southern Hemisphere toilet.
Southern hemisphere. That's right.
Yeah, Southern Hemisphere toilet.
It's a
All right, we're
chilly-
going to try this action out.
Philly
here.
toilet.
See if we can do this.
Swipe everybody and down we go.
So you descend some 15 feet. So
So I get a 40-foot movement. So I get 15 feet down plus
that's not what I wanted to do.
I got 25 feet more to go. So we get to the
And
bottom.
Fee's with you, right?
Fee goes directly after me, theoretically. So I go, then she goes. So she would have to follow.
All
me.
right, here we're going to try this. Ready?
Yeah.
We haven't used this feature in a while, so let's see if it works.
And then Poncho will follow after that.
Can you see a separate map now, Joseph?
I can.
There you go. So you move down these stairs, and
Holy
give me your
smokes,
stealth
friggin'
roll.
Holy crap.
So this stairway is kind of open as you come down. I'm trying to move. Don't move your miniature. Are you moving your
Okay,
miniature?
I'm not moving my miniature. I got a
All right,
20.
I'm having trouble moving your miniature.
I haven't touched my miniature yet.
It won't let me move you. There we go. All right. It won't. There we go. Stay in place. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So what you got an M for stealth? What is this?
I got a 20.
It says M in your red square. That's interesting.
That's Fee. That's because she has mirthful. So I know what she
that's PM.
Yeah. If you click
So you
me,
got
it
a 20, which let's see here.
if you click me, it says 15. That's my temporary hit points right now.
All right. Passive perception. So all right. And you give me your passive perception is actually pretty good. You don't have to give me a roll. Let's see, Aurelia's passive perception.
It's 15.
So you immediately hear and see. But you don't see it yet. You might have seen it already, but you hear off in this direction where you can see where I'm pinging, right?
Yeah.
You hear some scraping sound against stone and like heavy breathing.
It's that fire drag.
It's like when you're playing hide and seek with somebody that's really bad at it. You think they're trying to hide, but you can hear them breathing heavily. I hope they don't find me. So you hear that coming from that direction. And if you have any movement left, you can do it, or you can hold your ground and wait for others to show up.
I have 5 foot more to movement, so I'm going to move. Can I move right here?
Yeah. Go ahead and move your miniature.
Okay, you said not to move, so I'm gonna move there.
Well, before I was I thought you were affecting my movement, but it was so. All right,
Okay.
so you now can actually see hidden in the shadows is this large half ogre, half rat thing that looks like this. It's got the body of like an ogre, but it's got fur all along its arms. And it's got the giant head of a rat. If anybody who plays 40K, it's rat ogre.
Rat ogre.
And it's got big, huge fangs and long extended claws. It does not appear to be carrying any weapon. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. In its right hand, it does have a giant club with huge nails hammered into it, spiking out like railroad tile size nails. And it looks something like, everybody will see this. That's all right. You'll see this thing eventually.
We'll be here.
So it looks like this, except for it doesn't have that cool blade on its arm. And it's just this massive, huge, bulking rat thing.
Drill. We're gonna need drill.
And it has not clocked you. It does not seem to see you because it is pretty dim down here.
Musa, save the main course for me.
There is lighting. Let's see if are you in the lighting? Why is it? Oh, sometimes it doesn't do this. And you can all see the same thing. Oh yeah, that is what it is. All right, so I think you are actually in bright light there, so you might have stepped out even trying to be stealthily.
Sorry, you tell me.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine what the light is on this thing. He does have dark vision, but if you're in dark vision and not light, I think it's because it's dim light with dark vision, so therefore it's bright light, so you can't hide in the open. So he does seem to be sniffing you. I'm going to roll a niche for him and see where he's going to fall.
Okay. Because I'm gonna light him up anyway in a second. So.
Right. Add to the turn counter. And let's roll. These guys are from the Monster Manual Expanded 2, which does not yet have an electronic format. So I will roll the dice on here just so it's open, but I will have to add the stuff to these guys. So he's not going anytime soon. He is on a whopping 4. So let me move him on to 4. He's even slower than Az. If you actually,
it does exist.
Yeah, his dex is actually lower than yours, so he is slower.
I have good dex. I just can't roll initiative. It's a Devin thing, not an Az thing.
Right. All right. All right, Aurelius.
Keep it on your limits, Dave.
Are you going to do anything else?
I pull up my fire staff, and I'm going to hit him with some scorching rays. So there's going to be 4 coming at him. Ready? 1. I don't get advantage, right?
No, he knows you're there. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
Those are all. Oh, yeah, you got one more, right?
4 is 4 altogether.
4. Yeah, those are all going to hit him.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to end up doing 9, 21 plus 7 is 28 points of damage with scorching rays.
28 points of damage. All right, he does seem to take the full amount. He's not bloodied or anything.
And then that's my scorching ray. And then it's going to be Fee's turn. Fee is.
Did you move? Because you were moving stealthily. So did you?
I move half speed. That's 20 feet.
So you did only do half your speed. Okay.
Yeah, correct. That's why I can only move 5 feet. I couldn't get around the little
thing.
So Fee's going to come out, and then Fee's going to. This is theoretically just 5 feet behind me.
Oh, the other thing you hear this guy breathing and stuff. You hear from off in this direction, like much farther away. You hear some laughter, some deep laughter, and what sounds like music being played, and it's kind of flowing down the hall. So north is still to your left.
Yeah.
And also let me describe this. So you come down this ladder, you're on this stone platform, part of it's wood. It's like a circle around the base of it. That's what you're standing on now. There's these bridges across all these different little rivers. There's actually the water. It seems like it's the water from the wharf side that flows in here. To your left or to the north, is this giant iron gate that goes across the opening of this cavern underneath here. And it's a giant iron fence.
Yeah.
And then right up here on the thing is an actual gate that looks like it has a big padlock on it right here.
Right here, right
Yep,
there.
exactly where you're pointing. And all the stone structures with all the those are made like some really old stone, and they all have these intricate patterns, like you could see under your feet there. If you look, intricate patterns woven in the stone that is laid as like they're like tiles, but they're stone tiles. And these bridges are pretty sturdy looking. They have stone columns and there's rope woods, but there's really thick wood between them. And except for this, I don't think you can see pretty far. So let's see here. Yeah, the edge of this one you're seeing way over here to the south, that's actually all stone bridge. And the music is coming from further down that, and there's laughter. It seems like several individuals are laughing, and they're pretty deep, throaty voices that are coming from there. And so the rest of you will see this shortly as we wrap up this session. So are you done now, Aurelis?
I'm going to probably make the biggest mistake in my life here, or at least Fee's life. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to teleport there, which is 10 feet away, and make a DC 16 wisdom save to be charmed. I can't get there to attack, but I can get there to charm.
Okay.
So it's a 20-foot move and a 30-foot teleport to get there.
So
DC 16 wisdom.
wisdom save. I'm not sure wisdom is this guy's best thing, but no, that's a 1 with a -1 is a 0.
So he's charmed until by you until and the Fae for 1 minute until he takes any damage. And
He's like, you see him start, he's like, oh. He actually speaks.
he's like, oh, my little Fee's
He
like,
says,
"Hello,
oh,
friend."
what? Pretty, he's like, pretty firefly thing and pretty owner of Firefly, because he's charmed to you too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Are you done now?
That's it.
All right, Drell, are you going down the stairs?
Yes, I'm going down the stairs. I've heard combat. I've heard explosions. I'm
Here
not
comes a
being
raging barbarian to screw that whole plan up.
I am yeah, the whole charm thing doesn't really I don't know.
All right, so are you just running down the stairs? It's 15 feet to get down.
Okay, yeah, so bring me to the
So we'll just
bottom.
count it as 15 feet, and then
Show me the new
get-
world.
yeah, I'll put you in the new world, the whole new world.
Oh. Boink, and then you can see that you just can't do nothing.
So 15 feet gets you at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
And then I got to do this other magic to move you here. Eventually, I will just move all of you.
I don't know how that works. You gotta show me how to do that. It's awesome.
You just grab it's you know the little avatar pictures at the bottom. If you go to the nameplate and drag it up to the map, it adds it to the map, and it actually on the little map it actually puts the avatar picture to show where they are.
Nice.
So are you seeing this now, Joe?
Yes, I just have to center.
All right, so you're kind of coming through an opening, so that right now that's what you see. If you move, that's cost you 15 feet to get down there, just running down the
Cost
stairs.
me 15 feet.
And you hear coming from your right or from the south of the map, you hear this kind of goofy talking thing. Pretty firefly, I want to pet you and hold you and pet you and hold you.
Call you George.
And I'm standing there with
and you hear this thing, which you didn't hear before. I wonder if Tarl would like you.
Yeah, and I'm standing with my staff in one hand, sword in the other, going, oh boy, Drell, we need you.
So now you can see him, right, Drell?
I can. Yeah.
And as you come running out there, he goes, "Uh-oh, pretty firefly." He goes, "Time for
time
for Hark to go to work."
Yeah.
And he he stops looking at the firefly and looks at you, and he's got this giant club in the vein. He goes, "Time for Hark to kill."
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, Drell?
Good question.
Right?
I feel like I just walked into a puzzle.
So there's no apparent
And I'm no
connection.
good at puzzles.
Yeah, there's no apparent connection there but you could try to jump over there. But
So I got one. Right here I've only got 5 more feet.
And you can fall.
you can
off
jump
that.
down to that level where the plant is. It's not a big gap there.
No. Okay, well, and I do that.
Move yourself 5 feet, dunk.
All right. So
Dunk.
so wherever you end up, are you down there?
I'm down there.
Okay. You're down on the bottom now. All right, Drell is done. Nam.
You want to bonk your head, or you lose?
All right, we're going down.
I'm just gonna. I know everybody's coming here, so everybody's just gonna move. Well, you know,
I'm going to come down the stairs.
Yeah, I still got to transfer your tokens. We'll end up ending the night on this transfer.
Cal won't be able to make it down because he doesn't have enough space at a distance. I don't think.
Oh yeah, so I got to leave.
Actually, no, because I was going to cut through the door, then through the window, and then straight down the staircase.
Freaking flying.
I can fly.
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. I don't know this song, but something like that.
Of course, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going through this.
So it takes you 15 feet.
Somebody
If
big.
you were Nam, if you were additionally far away before you reach the stairs, you got to count that too. But 15 feet for the stairs.
All right, I was only 5 feet from the stairs.
Okay, so now you're 20.
Yep. I'm not on the new map yet, so I can't see what's happening.
No, I know. I'm working on it. All right, now you should be able to see.
Oh, wow, this is cool.
So it's this underground cavern workway with part, and you're looking down this, so you can see in the shadows, you can see the giant rat ogre. You can see Fee is near it.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
you can see, so this bridge across goes to this level on the across, but it looks like there's also well, you can't see that actually, but there's Drell has jumped down from a little ledge, which then means allows him to run across the rocky edge there and go to that bridge is kind of slanted up to the rat ogre. So,
and the ogre is looking at our barbarian friend with glee.
And Aurelius, you can see this platform goes around the cylinder center where the stairs are. So
yes, that's
so
right. I can see a lot.
John, you said it was.
I can see this way.
John, you said it was 15 feet to this down the stairs, right? And I was 5 away, so I'm at 20.
So you've moved 20 feet.
So I'm going to step one more to go to here to 25.
Yeah,
stake your life.
I'll step one here to the side.
Okay.
And I've got line of sight to the rat, right? I can see him.
Yeah, you do.
So we're gonna shoot him.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So here comes the arrow. You ready?
Yep.
Rolling a hit. Now he doesn't know I'm coming, right? So no. Okay.
You're not stealthing because you moved your full movement. So yes, he does know you're coming.
Here I go. I'm shooting. That's going to be a 24. Does that hit?
Yeah, that's going to hit. No problem.
All right, that's going to explode into vines and bind him.
He loves that. So what does he take for damage? I'll put the bind leaf on him, so because we're going to end after this round. So.
First, he takes the arrow damage. So
All
he's going to take a whopping 10. And then he's grasped, so he takes 2d6 slashing.
They get rid of my leafy symbol?
So he takes another 5.
Oh, here it is.
And he'll need to be marked with binding.
So he takes, I just put it on him. He takes, how much total?
He took 15 total.
All right.
10 piercing, 5 slashing.
He is not bloodied yet.
Okay, but then I shoot him again just with another arrow just to keep things exciting. So here we go, shooting him again. Whoop. That might miss. It's only 12.
12 actually hits him.
Yeah, let's do some more damage. And he takes 8 more.
He's still not bloodied.
That's just a warm up for next.
Yeah, but he's not happy.
That was the important thing.
All right. So you are done, sir?
Yeah, I got to roll for my arrows and I'm done.
All right, I'm going to start pulling Azrael over here while you do that.
I got one back.
Yeah, I would move in my turn.
I assume you're coming down the stairs, Azrael. So you're one away as well. So you're going to have 20 movement used up to get down the stairs.
Yeah, so I'll have 5 left over afterwards. Because 5 to get to the stairs. So I can get off of them, hopefully.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, I can't see anything else.
Well, not yet. This is the faster order of doing it. That's all.
That's fine.
Now you can see, right?
Yeah, I can see. I just gotta get to centering it.
All right. So you are coming through this. So basically, this is a stone cylinder that goes all the way up to the roof. That's 15. Well, actually, it's almost 20 feet up. Or it's more like 15 because of the stairs. So and there's this opening in it, like a doorway where you're coming out. And this is a circular platform around the stone cylinder that goes up to the roof. And you can see pretty much what you can see. These are all like stone passages. There's the little torchlight here and there that's lighting the place up. And there is in the shadows to your right, you should be able to see
Yeah.
the rat ogre with several arrows and vines wrapped around him. He's like, "Don't worry, pretty little bug. I will." Oh, he's already taking damage. Now he doesn't like you guys anymore.
Yeah.
I squashed everything now.
Yeah, he just broke the charm.
You almost go.
Hark, kill everything. And
should I just finish my turn out? Or
so yeah, finish your turn out. Yep, we're gonna try to finish this
right,
round out.
got it. Perfect.
Like,
Here,
yeah,
he's
kill him.
within, nobody's hurt right now, right?
Nobody's been hit besides what you
Okay.
damage you took up above.
Yeah, you know if I can see it or not. I didn't think so, but I want to metagame it regardless. Just do a Sacred Flame, DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. Or take
What?
that plus
Wisdom?
4.
You guys
Not
just
Wisdom,
picking on
Dexterity,
me.
Dexterity. My bad, Dexterity.
Oh, dexterity.
Yeah. Let's see what he has with that.
That's his
he's
second
good.
one on a save. He's doing awesome. So he takes how much?
11. Because it's 7 plus my 4 for potent cantrip.
Yeah, he's still not bloodied.
I didn't think he would be.
But
This is ridiculous.
moonlight rips out, and you guys can all hear even with his, like, he's taken some pain and he's screamed out and he's talking really loud. It does not seem to have affected whatever party you're hearing down at the end of this this underground tunnel works, because there's seeming some laughter also and some. It sounds like you guys do hear now as this comes around. It sounds like heavy footsteps, but they sound like they're dancing, coming from that direction too, from the south direction or the right of the map. Are you done, Az?
I'm done.
An
All
ogre
right,
blade
unfortunately,
finish.
Cal's not going to make it onto the map because we're going to end on this round. But we're going to go ahead and do these guys. This big dude is going to step forward, so he takes whatever damage. Russ, the guy with the grasping vines around.
Oh
him.
yeah, sorry.
Hark.
He takes
The guy who's referring to himself as Hark. He is going
so
to.
Hark he's gonna take, he doesn't try to break him or anything, right? So
No, he just steps forward to club Fee because now he's pissed at Fee.
so he's gonna take 2d6. Sorry, let me double check that. Got the wrong one. Yes, 2d6 slashing again. So here we go, I'll roll it. Here we go. He takes another 6.
All right, he takes 6. He's still not bloodied.
All right, let's see if you can kill Fee.
I usually say that for dragons, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
And then he's going to swing out at Fee with 2 club attacks. Well, let's start with 1. He probably isn't going to kill with 1, but
Roll me in a couple ones again would be nice.
no, that's not very good. That is only going to be a 12. I assume that doesn't hit her.
That misses.
And then he's going to attack again. I'm going to change my color here. It's not working for me in this. And
Working just fine. Stick with it.
change it to this color. That one. Nope, that is no better. He swings out twice. Does not hit.
Is it Pretty Butterfly?
Ooh.
And all right. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna do it this way. You probably the only one that sees this, Aurelius.
Yep.
But out of the shadows, you hear, "Rah!" and you hear another one of these bad boys come running. And you
Great,
see,
we got a
I think you
brother.
can see him from where you are, right?
I can see him just fine.
Jumps, 1, 2, like he knows these bridges, like he was born on them. He doesn't actually have to squeeze on these because he's a badass that knows. And he uses all his movement. He's running up here. He's like hanging on like King. He's like King Kong on these things. And he will take a couple swings at you. He does have disadvantage because you are shifty.
Yep, disadvantage.
So he will roll with disadvantage. He will miss with an 11. And 17 is going to miss you as well. Or no, are you dancing?
I am still dancing for another
right.
2 rounds. So
All right. So he is going to miss then with a 17, I assume. And that is where we will end it.
Nice.
So that guy's hanging off there, fully fresh. He says, "What are you doing to Hark? Trell kill you." And that's
it wasn't me. It was your friend.
Nice.
all right.
It was that guy over there. I put a drill. Get him.
All right. So we are coming to an end
Get
for this
in
evening,
line.
and we will plan on playing next Monday. And we'll see what happens with Cal, whether he makes it downstairs.
Achievement unlocked. You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@thed6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.